I'm a 50-something relic with an analog past, a lumpy little harvest that managed to last. I've got eyes popping out in the strangest spots, digging in my roots among the digital rock. I don't look like the models on the grocery shelf. I'm just a dirty tuber trying to peel back myself. The skin is getting thin and it's starting to flake, but I'm more than the sum of the mistakes I make. I'm not the centerpiece, don't get it confused. I'm a starchy side dish that's a little bit bruised. They're looking for a stud, but I'm just a spud, just a salt of the earth, unpolished bit of mud. I'm a tuber, not a YouTuber, let's get that straight. I'm a slow burn starchy on a high heat plate. Yeah, I'm the king of the crop in a burlap sack. Yeah, I'm the king of the crop in a burlap sack. Squeeze the tater, baby, and don't look back. Squeeze the tater.
I think we're good. Good morning, everybody. How we doing today? Cheers. If Jody joins us on Twitch, I'm ready for my hydrate command with lots of water. Shadow Wolf, what's up, brother? Shadow Wolf says, yo, Tater, happy hump day. Happy hump day. Sniper says, Tater the Gator. Wearing a gator color today, which is kind of cool. Can you guys see this? I know. This is the new and improved version of Squeeze the Tater, the t-shirt. I moved the logo just a little bit. I'm much happier with it. Michael already got one. He said he liked it. Mine, this one came in yesterday. I like it too. I'm going to get a few more. And I love the shirt itself. It just feels good. You know, it's kind of that, I don't know what it is, but I like it. It's a premium feel. Good morning, Michael. I just saw you had a comment on today's member short. Yeah. So there was no live stream last night. I'd planned on it and a few things happened. The biggest was an impromptu outside meeting of kids. So it was Tater Tot and then another little boy that's close to his age, one that was a little younger and an 8-year-old girl. And I ended up playing football with them. And we did that till it got dark and it was great fun. Then the neighbor brought out one of those, what are those things called? They're little balls that you shoot through a plastic gun, a pellet. Yeah, you soak them in water and they get big and you shoot them. Orbeez, I think. Anyway, he had some glow in the dark ones. So after it got dark, he loaded those up and gave them to the kids. And oh my God, did they enjoy it? Yeah. So that's what we did. Dragon Sky Queen in the chat. Good morning, Dragon. How are you? That's my dragon for those that don't know. Sniper said, I've been hiding from streams. So you're not a stream sniper. Oh, I don't have my sound effects. Damn it. We got to work on that. So I've done a couple of things and this is where I need y'all's help just a little bit. Like, do you hear that when I knock on my desk?
Someone purchased Squeeze the Tater mug.
Hey, someone, I don't know who, I didn't see it, but somebody purchased a Squeeze the Tater mug. I need to order some more of those and give them as gifts. A couple people have asked. I love my Squeeze the Tater mug. That's probably my favorite product on the squeezethetater.com store. What are you doing? All right, you got to put clothes on if you're going to be on the screen. So the dog is over here growling and playing with one of her toys, and then Tater Tot is worming his way in. So yeah, today's kind of like yesterday. I'll go as long as I can. It just depends on how the boys act. Everybody's had breakfast. Everybody's good. So we'll see. Anyway, whoever ordered the mug, A, thank you. And B, I hope you enjoy it. I need to figure that out and how to make it do more so I can see it. But yeah. No, didn't hear it. Fantastic. So I have significantly upgraded my capabilities on the streams now. I went from, I don't know where it is. I was using, nothing wrong with it. It's a great piece of kit. But behind me, I used to use a FF Fine mixer that had a couple of hot buttons for my sound effects, but I was limited, right? I have upgraded to an Elgato Stream Deck, which gives me a lot of great capabilities that I haven't figured out how to use them all yet. That came in yesterday and I put it in. So we have a new preamp on the microphone, which is nice because it's much stronger. I now can hear much better because it's a much higher quality headphone amp. And I can play songs at the push of a button and then shut them off super easy. Yeah. There's some other things that it will do that will help out the quality of the streams. I just haven't figured out how to program it yet. So that's on my list for today. But I wanted to get in to make some money. I was thinking before I got bothered, but well, here we are. So hang on a second, chat. Say hi, chat.
Hi, Jack.
Say hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Shadow Wolf.
Hi, Shadow Wolf.
Sniper.
Sniper.
Who'd I miss? Mommy.
Mommy.
I think Kiba.
Kiba.
Okay. All right. You come get me if you need me, yeah? So he is watching Paw Patrol at the moment, and I think he's good. He had Lucky Charms and Jell-O for breakfast. Yum. So anyway, I'm really excited about that. It will allow us to do more sound effects, but I do not have them put in yet. I do not have a voice changer put in, which doesn't matter because we won't be doing crime right now. So I have a voice changer, but I haven't figured out how to program it quite right yet. So like I will put on a voice changer and I hear it, but in game it's still my regular voice. So that's not right. But we'll work on all of that today. But yesterday the kids came first and we had a ball. So now the question, what are we going to do? I think we will start with the mechanic shift. I don't know who's around. Kiba, good to see you. I guess you gave up. I was watching. If y'all don't know, Kiba Lunar Wolf is another Redliner who streams on YouTube. So you need to make sure and go subscribe. Kiba Lunar Wolf. I was watching a good bit of his stream earlier today. So, in fact, I quit watching, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes ago. So he must have stopped between now and then. Let's see. I'm really torn on this car right here. I think we're going to put it up for sale. We're going to change the color, though, because it's not very exciting looking. Here's the deal. It's still in stock at the dealership. It's $300,000. I think I'm just going to go ahead and list it for think about this a bit. I think we're going to list it at $350, to be honest with you, and see what we get out of it. Customize it. Okay. So let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's clock in the mechanic. We can do this on the clock. We got to make money. We need to make money, but I don't remember where I left. I think I have them on me. I do. I've got that tablet. I've got my billing machine. We're good. Anyway, I am really excited about that. I would like a new mic. Why do I have two of these on me? One of them is not supposed to be here. One of them is supposed to be with my boosting equipment. But that's okay. I am really excited as we're going. And, I told you guys, as money comes into the channel, we're just going to keep upgrading the channel. So that's what we're working on. That's step one of that. So I just got to figure out the programming side, and I'm not that smart, but I'll get it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, the point of that was because I can now hear myself in real time, which is fantastic. But I hear the raw audio. So every time a spring squeaks or I tap a key, I hear it. I don't think y'all do, but I do. It's just something else I got to get used to. So we will. We want one of these. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We want one of those. And then let's clock in. Should I stay in my punk rock look or go with my tradition? We're going to stay in the punk rock today. All right, that's actually backwards. That's not how I like to do this. Get rid of those. Put him there. Put him there. And we need food, but it'll be okay for now. We're good for a bit. Okay. Yeah? Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay. So we're going to go over here. No, it's not. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Let's clock in. Clock in. Carmine, how you doing today, brother? It is good to see you. Hope you're all right. Sniper said hi, little tater. Shadow Wolf said hi, but I know I mean, he's a kid. He's in and out. Yeah. All right. And I'm holding a tablet in my hand. That is fantastic. Sorry. We'll take care of that in a minute. Everybody said hi. Okay, go watch your show. You're playing a game? Okay, we'll play your game. That sounds good. Is there even any point in doing this? Seeing as how the last thing was Julian saying we're open, I think we're going to leave it alone. Yeah. Stay out of the bush, Dragon Sky Queen. Everybody stay out of Dragon Sky Queen's bush. That's my bush. Wait, what? All right, let's reload skin and get rid of that. So, yeah, I actually did hop in Redline for a short bit late last night, and I didn't stream. I mean, I literally was in like 20 minutes. Y'all didn't miss a whole lot. I was mostly organizing my inventory, but Eric has come up with multiple revolver blueprints. We built one of them. Let's see. We built one of them. And we probably could do some more.
Money 2,346 just followed.
Hey, appreciate the follow over on Twitch, Money. Thank you very much. Very cool. And other than that, enjoy the stream. Yeah, appreciate you, brother. Michael said if it's still in stock, I'd say put it for $275. Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking we'll sell it for. Yeah. So, wait. We want to do more. So they're 300, and this is where I'm torn and kind of looking to wheel and deal a little bit. I've got it fully upgraded, right? It's got the full engine upgrade. It's got ceramic brakes. That doesn't matter. It's got the biggest transmission. It's got the turbocharger. I've got all-wheel drive, currently full slicks on it, although I'm not sure that they really helped. I might drop those down to semi-slicks. My thought process was ask 350 because of all the upgrades and then kind of settle on what we could get. So we need a color that pops. And I think we're going to go with a red. And I have no idea. What happens if I do like a metallic? I want a deeper, a little bit. I want it to pop a little bit like that. And then if we did a pearl on top of it. What color pearl would we do? Maybe a gold? Nothing happened. So do I need to pick pearlescent for the base maybe? Oh, no. There it is. Okay, so it is happening. What color should we do if we're going with a red? I don't like the yellow. I thought I would like the yellow. What if we do a... I don't think white's going to be what no, white's not what I want. Maybe we just leave it red. I mean, whoever buys it's going to repaint it anyway, yeah? What if we do a... Wait. Take that darker, maybe? No. Yes, take that darker. Not that dark. Let's go down somewhere in there. And then for a pearlescent, give me a red that really pops. What happens if we do that? Red? Yeah, you really can't tell, can you? What RP, do you have any upgrades on it? Yeah, it's fully upgraded. So that's kind of my thought is we'll ask somewhere between 3 and 350 and we'll settle a little bit less if we have to. The thing is I don't know that any crims are going to buy this car. I think this is going to be, unless they want like an around town thing. It handles well. Its top speed is like 106 or something like that. So it's not super fast. I just want to give it some depth. All right, let's try something different. I don't want to go full chrome. Let's just put a pearl on it. And then go back bright. And then for our secondary, let's do a... I'm in the wrong place. No, I'm not. Why is it not? Oh, because I'm in Shadow Silver. That's why. What about an orange? Oh, I don't hate that. That's what we're going to go with. We'll leave the black wheels. We'll leave the tent. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know that anybody will pay that for it, but it's worth asking and seeing. You know what I mean? Okay, so we've got a repair. We've got paint. We are fully upgraded. We are going to leave that alone. Those... So earlier this morning, we ran into Carmine at the, Julian at the shop, and we bought a set of full slicks and put on it. I may pull them off. Okay, place that order. Okay. I'll have to figure out a decent background for a couple of pictures. Sniper said, catch you later. Tater got a lot on my mind. All right, brother. Whatever it is, I hope it's not too heavy, and you have a great day. Jesse over on Twitch said, how you doing? I am better than I deserve, brother. How are you doing today? You all right? To make the ad funny, you got to say no lowballing. I know what I got. There you go. That's it. All right. So how many resprays do we end up needing for that? Is that 3, I think? Let's take a look. I think it's 3, but let's double check. Work orders, view. Yes, 3. Okay. You can go. You can go away. Thank you. You can come out. Oh, there's a couple other things we need to do. I didn't think about. Lock in. No, don't do that. I already did that. Leave that alone. Leave that alone. Leave that alone. Order supplies. So we need 1 of those. We need 3 of these. Confirm. But you know, somebody like Kitty or, well, Frank, I think Frank's legal. I really don't know. Somebody like that might really enjoy this car. No low balls. I know what I got. I like it. I like it. So, and then we'll get a couple of decent pictures of it. Yeah. I forget what it's called. Shit. Oh, it's in my garage. I can look that up. Wee. Choo. What did I get in it? Oh, it has an underglow too. Okay. Why did I get in it? I don't know why I got in it. I don't know. Shadow Wolf said I should get the mug between the 15th. Oh, you ordered the mug. See, I want to hit my applause, and I don't have it set up yet. I'm going to work on that when I finish streaming today. I mean, I could try to work on it while I'm streaming, but that's going to be really boring to watch. Yeah. 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 And I think probably the best way for me to do it anyway is going to be go watch some YouTube tutorials while I do it. Okay. So, view. Let's go ahead and repair it. Install. And I mean, I don't know that I want to sell it. That's the other reason I'm not too fussed about getting a great price on it. Because the more I drive it, even though it doesn't have a top speed, the more I like it. I've changed the stance a little bit. I'm still not super thrilled with it, but I don't hate it. When we got it. Yeah, there we go. See, that pops. I don't really like the other spoiler options. When we got it, it was sitting even lower, and I still think it's a little low, and I might kick the wheels back out a little bit, but I raised it up some and gave it just a tiny bit of camber, and it corners better now, at least, or maybe that's, you know, whatever. What's a good background around here? We might just do it against the shop. Or I could move that car and do it against that wall. We'll do it over here. That's what we'll do. All right, we're going to be a car dealer, and car dealers never park straight in. Have you ever noticed that? when you go, maybe not, but when you go to a car dealership and you either purchase a car or get your car serviced, when they bring it out to you, they never, ever park straight. They always park at an angle like this. And I don't know why they do that, but they do, always. All right, let's get some good pictures. Oh, my sinuses are going nuts. Yeah, between the 15th and the 19th, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. The shirt impressed me. I ordered a handful of things over the weekend, and some of them are going to take a little longer. But yeah, it was either Saturday or Sunday I ordered this shirt, and it came yesterday. That was impressive. So yeah. Bum 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 bum. Canadian gamers, what's up, brother? How you doing today? Want to buy a car? We got a car for sale. No low balls. I know what I got. Okay, is there a zoom on this? I don't think there's a zoom. Because I can roll it, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to change the mode. I don't want to do the flat. I guess we just back up. Nope. Nope. Stop it. Stop it. Am I doing it wrong? I guess I'm doing it wrong. Fuck it. Back up. Try that again. All right. Now. Hello. Hello. There we go. That's what I wanted to do a minute ago. Okay. There's the zoom. I knew there was a zoom. You can zoom in, but I couldn't zoom out. Okay. All right. You know what? Can we go to... there we go. There we go. That's the picture we wanted, yeah? I think, however, we want to... Yeah, like that. There it is. All right, zoom in a little bit. CG said parking sideways shows off more of the car and gives better look, and more of the car is shown off front, and all you see is the front of the car. I know, but like when I bought my Gladiator, which is the first, quote, new car. You know, it wasn't new, but I did buy it from a dealer and got a warranty on it. Because I tend to not buy new cars. That one was a good enough deal, I felt like, at the time. Stellantis screwed us on resale value. I don't want to talk about it. It felt like a good deal at the time. Which is why I got black, by the way. My Jeep is black, which was like my last choice. Of the two colors that were lowest on my list were white and black. But when you get a good deal, for me anyway, color drops down the list. And anyway, that's not the point. So... you know, they had to go service it or whatever it is bullshit they do in the back after I bought it. I mean, I've already bought it, already test drove it, already looked at it. And when they pull it out to present it to me, they parked it just like that and took up 3 spaces. I'm like, what the fuck? It's kind of damn funny, to be honest about it. But that's the first time I bought a car from a dealer in legit close to 30 years. So, because my last truck I drove for 18 years. I guess that's not right, because I did buy that one from a dealer. I forgot that. But yeah, the last time I bought a truly new car, I was 21 years old. And ever since then, I said, fuck it, I'll buy used. I'll let somebody else take the initial depreciation hit. You know what I mean? That's how I do it. All right. Okay. Do we need the front or the back, or is that good enough? That's a good question. What the hell? Why not? We'll do the front first. Getting paid to take pictures of a car. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Like that. Zoom in. Oh, alt again. And one more. If we're going to do it, let's do it proper. You guys ever sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace? Games, anime, and music on Twitch. Cheers, brother. How are you doing today? Eddie, it's good to see you in chat, too, by the way. I didn't say that. Silver Dragon. I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is I have lots of sound effects coming. The bad news is they're not ready yet. I upgraded my stuff, so I will have more sound effects that I can push when you make your jokes, but I don't have it working yet because I'm an idiot. Yeah. I fiddled with it some last night. For those of you that are members, you saw my member short. I'd planned on streaming last night. Like, I was set up and ready to go. And the kids asked me to play football, and I got to be honest, there are things that are more important than streaming, right? And building those memories with the kids is one of them. So, love y'all, mean it, but I sat outside and wrestled with the kids in the grass, and we threw footballs, and it was an epic battle, and it was great fun. So, and now those kids have great memories. So, those are the kind of memories I remember with, like, my parents. And when I get the chance to do that with my kids, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? It was sort of an impromptu thing. Okay, so let's do this one. Anyway, so when you shop on Facebook, all the others are landscape. We should do this one landscape too. It drives me nuts when somebody either just puts a stock photo or they only give you one grainy image. Fuck no. If I'm buying your shit and you want me to pay more than I should, give me some quality pictures and a good description. Yeah? Hang on, chat. Okay, I think we got what we need. My last truck I bought, this is Eddie. My last truck I bought, a 2016 Ram 2500. Guy I worked for in Alberta was trading in all his work trucks for new ones. So I got a 40K truck for what was left on the financing for 16K. That's a deal. That's a good deal. The only quote deal I've got that beat that was I got an old Ford Ranger for free. It didn't run. Silver Dragon, yeah, you said yesterday. Games, anime, and music, nothing like an active parent. I ain't the best parent in the world, but I try my best. You know what I mean? So. Silver Dragon said then after 30 minutes of wrestling with the kids, Squeezy had a nap. I didn't. I mean, I slept hard last night, and it wasn't 30 minutes. It was... We played for several hours outside. And then I did hop into Redline for because I thought I might do a late night stream, but after several hours with the kids, I was exhausted. I mean, legit, I don't think I was in city more than 20 or 30 minutes. And I'm like, I'm going to bed. I was sitting here dozing off. Yeah. Yeah. Games, anime, and music said I didn't have any growing up. I hope they do too. I mean, I lost both my parents when they were young. Unfortunately, like they don't know my kids never got to know their grandparents on my side, which sucks. But and my dad worked his ass off when I was young. So those moments we had doing stuff like that were very special to me. And, if I can make some moments like that for my kids, that's at least in my memories. Yeah. Those things were always, they're more important to me than anything my parents ever bought me as a kid. Toys come and go, but those experiences, they stay here. Yeah. So anyway, the only way to get rid of a Ford is to give it away. You know what's really funny about that? Because like I said, it was given to me. All right. And it didn't run. And there was a mechanic. Well, I took it to about 3 different mechanics and nobody wanted to work on it. And then I finally found a shop that said, yeah, this would be a good practice vehicle for our newbies. And I said, hey, that's cool. If y'all want to do that. And he even made me a deal. He said, I tell you what, I'll charge you parts, but I won't charge you labor because this is a good training vehicle. And when it's running, I'll call you. All right, great. About once a month, I'd check in with him. And then one day the shop closed and my old not running Ford just disappeared. It was just gone. So I don't know whatever happened to it, but whatever. Whatever. I never registered or anything, so it was never in my name. So I was like, well, that's a problem solved. Yeah. Yeah, and that thing, because it sat for, the engine was seized up and shit. It sat for years. Literally a 2-minute walk from the Gulf of Mexico. So it was just held together by salt, basically. That thing was crazy. My daughter's same way. My dad died of Parkinson's where kids were only young, so they never knew him well. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's my dad. My oldest boy is, a young adult now. My dad met him once before my dad passed. And I mean, he was a newborn. So, he doesn't know him at all. Now, my oldest did know my mom, but she passed when he was about Tater Tot's age. So he has very few memories of her. So, but Tater Tot, he never got to meet my parents. And it sucks, but that's life. It is what it is. CG said those were smart mechanics not wanting death trap Fords back on the road. You're not wrong. I have another Ford product. I have a 2005 Ford Thunderbird. Little two-seater convertible. And I need to sell it. I can't bring myself to sell it. But it's one where there's only like one mechanic in the area that really is willing to work on it. True story. The dealership won't, which is, I hate going to dealerships anyway. But every now and then you kind of have to. But it's they can't do anything with it anymore. Silver Dragon said, my dad's just bought a new Ford. It's in the Publix. It's the new, wait. My dad's just bought a new Ford. It's the new Publix? It's made from old Corsairs. You're missing me on that one, bud. I'm probably too stupid to get that one. CG said, my kids are 11, 14, 16, 18, so yeah. So mine are 5, 14, and early 20s. It's close I'm going to get on that one. Yeah, I'm spread out. Old man dad. The knees don't take the football quite. Actually, last night was fine. I was worn out. But what was funny as hell, it got a little rough. And I'm like, well, they're young. They won't hurt each other too bad because they were tackling me and them. And then we did end up with one pile on where all of a sudden one of them got the youngest, who was either 3 or 4, got popped right here with somebody's, I don't know, foot or something. And he started crying. And then the 8-year-old got popped in the leg and she started crying. And we're like, okay, it's time to pause and let's go to touch football or something. It was funny as hell. Okay, back to the task at hand. So in our no. Actually, go to that anyway. Okay, now go away. Back to the task at hand. Reasons. Beautiful. See, I've never done. Oh, that one was supposed to be more zoomed in. It's okay. It's okay. We'll use them anyway. All right. Now, how do we... Let's start with pages for practice, yeah? Oh, wait. I don't even know what the fuck this car is. Hang on. This is a... I know it's a Benefactor, but I forgot what it's called. Where's my garage? I gotta reorganize my apps. Where the garage? Shafter. It is a Shafter. And I really kind of don't want to sell it, but I kind of need money, so we're just going to see what happens, yeah? CG said, yeah, you can get $400K on a Ford. Most get that while there's being towed. Not a Ford fan. Never had any luck with the POS cars. Every time you start them, they need a minimum of $500 in. Brother, I drive Jeeps. I mean, I forget. I was in somebody's stream, and I almost think that's a generational thing. I don't think the younger crowd gets the rivalry that we had between Ford and Chevy and Mopar, right? When we're talking, say, old 70s and 80s muscle cars, right? Trucks from the 80s and 90s. Just like that. What does Ford stand for? Found on the side of the road daily, right? There's all kind of shit like that for Chevy and Mopar. I don't know. Does that exist today? I think we just kind of think they all suck. But that was heated. I know what it was. I don't remember who I was watching. Or maybe it was on Facebook. Somebody had taken a Camaro and turned it into like a retro Charger, which was really kind of wrong. No, it was on Reddit. It was an awful taste, but great execution. It was on Reddit. That's what it was. because they were paying homage to an old Mopar product by using a 2000s era Chevy Camaro. It was fucking weird. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Now, if you're 1990 or before, that's when vehicles were made of stuff. Nowadays, we live in a throwaway world, so quality doesn't exist. You're not wrong. I mean, the amount of plastic on new cars, like, what the fuck? CG said, I'm a Jeep Dodge fan. My first car was a 92 AMC Jeep. Nice. With a Chrysler 2.5 four-cylinder, four-speed tranny. I've got a friend that just sold a, I forget what year her Jeep is. It's a late 90s Jeep Cherokee. Those in the Jeep world would call it an XJ. I wish I had the spare funds. I would have liked to have bought that and turned it into something because it just was nice. Yeah. Oh, 82. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. An 82. Yeah. So my first Jeep, this gets a little weird. Actually, our first Jeep, Dad bought my brothers and I argue about it. They swear it was a 41. I thought it was either a 42 or a 44. Whatever. It was a World War II Jeep. And Dad let us drive it. That's one of the vehicles I learned to drive a stick shift on. But then he got it restored and we weren't allowed to drive it anymore once he had it nice. Makes sense, yeah? But Dad also was kind of like me. If he found a deal, he couldn't resist it. So he bought an old CJ5, 1976, and that one became mine. And then he bought a CJ7. I don't remember what year that one was. That one became my brother's. They weren't street legal. They were just for screwing around on the farm and in the mountains. But that began my love affair with Jeeps. And then I became an adult and had kids and got out of all that and drove Hondas like a good, responsible man. And now I'm in my midlife crisis and said, fuck it, and I'm back in a Jeep. Code Sage, good morning, brother. In fact, some of you have heard me rant and rave about I'm ready to lift it. So we might try to do that next month. Y'all tell me, that's either on this channel or my other channel. I could rebrand it. I don't know how well it would come out. I could try live streaming, lifting my Jeep. I'll have to think about that. That'd be really, you'd have to be a car guy because you're going to see me taking my time and reading instructions and being really boring and then watching the old guy fucking fight on that suspension to get it up to 190 foot-pounds because, oh my God, I don't have a lift, yeah? So I don't have a lot of space to crank, even my big torque wrench, to crank on it to get it to 190 foot-pounds sucks. There's 2 bolts on each side of the control arms that's what they got to go to. And it sucks. Yeah, AMC, back when cars were good. Dragon Rage said the car I learned to drive a stick on was an AE86. I'm not sure what that is. What is that? Eddie said Jeep bought out American Motor Company in 87. Yeah. Then on, they were a Dodge Jeep. And Lee Iacocca fucked the Jeep. Put square headlights on it. What a fucking stupid move that was. Sorry, I can't do it. I can't do the square headlights. I know they've got a cult following now, but I can't do it. And then Stellantis. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. You know, my Jeep Gladiator has 60 computers in it. You know, the old Jeeps, I could take a pressure washer and wash the inside out of them. I've let my Gladiator get reined in several times on accident, and every time I go, because of all the electronics in them. Y'all give me just a second. That's really funny. Monkey was asking if he could have some Jell-O and how much of it can I have? I was like, brother, Tater Tot and I made Jell-O yesterday. So eat it all. We'll make more. It's all good. Oh, games, anime, and music. Hercules. Dragon Rage shed a Corolla. Oh, okay. The AE86 rear-wheel drive. Okay, it's a CG's chiming in. It's a lightweight rear-wheel drive sports compact car produced by Toyota from 1983 to 1987. Very cool. So there are two vehicles I learned to drive stick on. One of them was that old Jeep, the old Willys. Yeah. I want to say it was a 3-speed, but I could be wrong on that. The other one, my mother had a 1985 Toyota Supra. When I was in my 20s, she offered to sell me that car, and I hate that I didn't buy it. I had the money. It would have been a stretch. I could have bought it. I didn't have the space for it. Boy, I wish I'd bought that car. That car was cool. But it was kind of funny because the first time she took me out to drive stick on it, the clutch went out, and she blamed me for years for that. It wasn't my fault. It really wasn't. It was just time. But she blamed me. Clayton Renner, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I miss that 85 Supra. That thing was that was fun to drive. Mom would let me take it like on, if I had a date in high school or whatever and didn't want to drive my S10 Blazer, she'd let me drive her Supra. And she probably knew I did this, but me and the boys would get together. Like after we were done flirting with the girls, me and the boys would get together and do a little street racing. In fact, I would take her Supra quite often up against a friend who was in his dad's Mitsubishi. What was that thing? It had all-wheel steering. What was that fucker? 3000 GT maybe? Does that sound right? It was a Mitsubishi something. And God, we rained hell where we were growing up doing that shit. Oh, Dragon Rage said I was offered an 86 RX-7 for my 85 Ram Charger. I wish I would have done it. Yeah. All right. Asking for popcorn. I said, no, we're not having popcorn. We'll make some around lunchtime or for snack. Clayton, how you doing today, buddy? Oh, man. So, and this is, because right now, I am a pack rat, y'all. All right, so my daily driver and my fun vehicle and my after-hurricane vehicle is my Jeep Gladiator, right? Dragon has a Jeep Wrangler, right? I have like I said, I have that Ford Thunderbird, the Retro Bird. I have a Chevy S10 Blazer that doesn't run. And we have 2 boats. I am a fucking pack rat. And like, I really would like to buy another Jeep for true off-roading so I quit tearing up my Gladiator. I'd love to have like probably an early 2000s TJ is what I would love to have. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Okay, back to the task at hand. Benefactor Shafter. Okay, so we're going to put it on Marketplace, and then we'll probably make a birdie, too. We'll do that thing. I need to put my phone number on here. Hang on. Copy. Okay. Let's try it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do it. Yeah, that worked. Wait. 6, 7. How do I want to say that? No, we're just going to leave that alone. Who did he shaft? Oh, benefactor shafter. Who did he shaft? But yeah, I need my sound effects. But Dragon Red says my truck runs great right now, but the transmission went out, so saving up for a new one. That sucks, brother. That's again bitching about Stellantis, right? So we own two Jeep products that have the infamous Pentastar engine. And right now, both of them are great. Dragon's Wrangler, I forget, what, 76, 77,000 miles on it, something like that. Now we bought it used, so I don't know what happened to it before we bought it. All we've had to do with it, it had the oil filter housing. I don't know if it was cracked or warped or what, but it started leaking oil. So we swapped that out, upgraded it to an aluminum one, which has been great because now our engine temps are running a little bit cooler because it's got a beefed up oil cooler on it. And that was a great move. Like, I want to do it to my Gladiator. I just don't know if I should wait till I have a problem or be preemptive. My Gladiator I just rolled 19,000 miles on it. I don't drive the thing. I bought it with 5,000 miles on it. So I've put 14,000 miles on that thing in about 3 years. It doesn't get driven a lot. I do want to lift it, and I finally picked out my lift kit because I don't want to sacrifice any more of my towing and hauling capabilities than I have to, which gets weird when you start lifting vehicles and putting bigger tires. So I'm trying to find the compromise, and I think I finally found it. All I need is, well, for the lift, it's just a couple grand. That's all. And tires and wheels, I don't want to talk about. I think we'll lift it first and stick with the 33s. It'll look like it's on roller skates, but might as well wear the rubber off the tires I got before I buy new ones. All right, fully upgraded benefactor shafter for sale. Must drive to appreciate. No low balling. I know what I got. Call. Wait, let's do that last. Wait, I got something else I want to add. That's weird. Normally, that's whatever. Silver Dragon said my dad used to have a Ford Anglia. See, now I don't know what that would have been. I'll have to look that up. When I was a wee little dragon. Nice. Wait a minute. What are we laughing at Mav for? WMAV. What did Mav do? Oh, hiding. Appreciate you, Mav. See, that stuff doesn't show up in my multi-chat, and I don't know why. Appreciate you, Mav. Sent hiding. And that's actually a hilarious looking little thingy, too. That's funny as hell. Actually, let's do it this way. What else is some of the tropes you see on Marketplace? Here we go. Lady and garage kept. Now mechanic owned and maintained. Clean. And low. That's all I got. Okay, clean. So we'll do it that way. All right. Fully upgraded benefactor shafter for sale. Previously owned by little old lady and garage kept. Now mechanic owned and maintained. Clean. Must drive to appreciate. There we go. How's that seem? Mav said I'm camouflaged. You can't see me. Dragon said I put about 40K miles a year on my truck. Well, that's funny because the last thing I drove was a Honda Ridgeline, the first gen one, the one that said I'm a unibody and I'm friggin' proud of it. I loved that thing. I got to be real with you. Except it would not go deep enough in water for what I wanted. That's the big reason I swapped to a Gladiator. Well, that, and I mean, at that point I had 226,000 miles on it, and it hit the point where I needed to put about $3,000 to work into it, which was worth more than it was worth at that point. And I was tempted to do it. I really was, because I loved that thing so much. But if I'd known how well and how long it was going to last, I would have taken better care of it. Yeah. I just had hit the point where if I'm putting that money into it and now it's a crapshoot on how much longer it's going to keep going. So I just decided it was time. But yeah, legit. I mean, I drove that thing for 18 years. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're going to start with this picture, and then we're going to go to this picture, and then we're going to go to this picture, and then we're going to go to this picture. All righty. Benefactor shafter for sale, fully upgraded. Actually, we don't. So we can take this out. Fully upgraded. Okay. Previously owned. We're going to leave that typo. Previously owned by a little old lady and garage kept. Now mechanic owned and maintained clean. Do it that way. Must drive to appreciate. Call to see and test drive. No low ballers. I know what I got. Post. And we'll see what comes up there. An Uber Mach. And I don't mind putting the license plate in because this car has not been used. If it's been used for crime, it was not by me. And I don't think it has been. Because I got this from the previous mayor, Dan, like right after he got in office. And it has not been scratched either. So that's cool. Okay. Monkey's headphones are trying to connect to my PC. Interesting. Need to work on your camouflage, I can see. Yeah, Mav doesn't hide that well. Mav, how you doing today, buddy? You doing all right? All right, so I've been talking a good while. Yeah, like I said, I upgraded some stuff. Does everything sound right to y'all? I guess it does. I guess somebody'd say something if it didn't. I think everything's okay. So that's... Also, you got no hat today. You got the shiny head. I took a shower. So literally what I did, like I had my coffee and I was watching Kibo Lunar Wolf this morning. And then I went out to check on the yard after the football fun last night. Shot my member short while I was out there. Came inside, finished my coffee, took a shower, made sure the kids were good, and here we are streaming. So I just didn't feel like putting on a hat. So you get the shine this morning. Yeah. Rick Howard, how you doing today, brother? It's good to see you. Ben Marker, cheers. Good morning. Nah, that's all you can do, brother. That's all you can do. Y'all, and it's Mav's story to tell, and I don't know how much he wants to make public, but he does need some thoughts and good vibes. So y'all send Mav some thoughts and good vibes, yeah? Okay, so... should we make a trendy as well? I think we should. What is it going to say? Let me think about that. Let me write a little script. Let's think about this a minute. And I could use AI to help, but let's start on our own, because I got a couple ideas. Actually, do I even need a script? What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about how it may not be the fastest thing on the road, but it goes through rails. Yeah. I'm trying to see. Casey's not married. I was going to go with that trope. Y'all ever see on Facebook? And I see this a lot with vehicles. Guys will intentionally overprice their shit because they don't really want to sell it, but they told their wife they'd sell it. So it's like they'll put a price on it that they'll sell it if somebody's willing to pay a stupid amount of money, they'll sell it, but they're not really wanting to sell. You know what I mean? Y'all ever see that? Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of that, Mav, for your own benefit. I would keep as much of that as DMs as possible. Don't have it on public. It's hard. I know it is. I don't have any advice right now. It's hard. I hear a tater tot out my door. All right, let me think about this. Let me think about this. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. No, I just had it, and I got rid of the video. We're going to flip to this one, except you can't see the car now. Okay. So, here. Why is walking with this so hard? Because it just is. Let's try here, maybe? Maybe I don't need to be in it. Maybe it just needs to be the car. Maybe it just needs to be the car. Stop it! Stop it! I fucked it, chat. I fucked myself. Stop it! Stop it! What have I done? Stop doing that. Go back the other... Fucking hell. Alright, we'll do it from here. That's what we'll do. Almost. Hello? Hello? I need you to... There. Alright. Alright, let's see. I don't want to do it, but I gotta sell my pride and joy. Look right here, a benefactor shafter. Who'd she shaft? Everybody. May not be the fastest car on the road, but it corners like it's on rails. Currently in this beautiful red color. You know what, I'll make you a deal. I'll repaint it whatever color you want if you're interested in it. You gotta drive it to believe it. Can't believe I'm selling the damn thing. Fully upgraded. Come see me. We'll talk about it. Call Casey Killam. I don't like that. That's not funny. That's not funny. Well, I hate to do it, but I'm selling my pride and joy. This amazing benefactor shafter. Who'd she shaft? Everybody, especially the cows that got caught in the grill up there. Look, it takes damage like a champ. May not be the fastest thing on the road, but it corners like it's on rails. Fully upgraded, painted a beautiful red. This would be a great car for running around town or, yeah, you know, running over areas, cows, whatever you want to do. If you want to test drive it, give me a holler. Reach out to Casey Killam. We'll do it that. It's still not as funny as I wanted, but it'll work. Push left alt while camera out, then you free move cam. Really? Much better. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. That doesn't... All right, we can go ahead and get rid of this one. How long was this one? I don't want him to be... That'll be okay. Well, I hate to do it, but I'm selling my pride and joy. This amazing benefactor shafter. I forgot no lowball offers. I'm going to ruin it by redoing it so many damn times. Okay. Okay. Left alt. All right. Last one. Yeah. Well, I hate to do it, but I'm selling my pride and joy. This benefactor... Fuck. Sell cars much? No. I don't sell my cars. Like, ever. Like, I own the first car that was truly in my name. I still own. Or are you talking about in-game? All right, let's try this again. Well, I hate to... Wait. Well, I hate to do it, but I'm selling my pride and joy. This amazing shafter. Who'd she shaft? Everybody, especially the cows that got caught in the grill there. Don't worry, I repaired it before I sold it. Low miles, a little old lady owned it and kept it in a garage before I bought it. I'm a mechanic. You know it's in great shape. Fully upgraded. It drives like it's on rails. You gotta check it out. Give Casey a holler to pick up this gem. It won't last long. No low ballers. I know what I got. Need more tears. Why am I selling the car? Because we have a better 4-door, and I need money. but I am pricing it. Like, I don't, I kind of don't want to sell it because it's fun to drive. But if somebody pays us a fair price, fair to me price for it, we'll sell it. It's still in the dealership. You can buy it stock for 300 grand. I'm going to list it for 350. And if we can settle somewhere close to 3, we'll sell it. We'll see. We'll see what we can do with it. Yeah. All right. Now let's take a look at how this one came out. Go back.
Well, I hate to do it.
Long, but let's find out. Let's find out. Go to Trendy. We're going to upload this guy. Let's try that. Let's try that. Tail light weren't included.
No lowballs. I know what I got.
Well, I hate to do it, but I'm
Beautiful.
selling
Timed
my
it right.
pride and joy. This amazing shafter.
Who'd she shaft?
Everybody, especially the cows that got caught in the grill there. Don't worry, I repaired it before I sold it. Low miles, a little old lady owned it and kept it in a garage before I bought it. I'm a mechanic. You know it's in great shape, fully upgraded. It drives like it's on rails. You gotta check it out. Give Casey a holler to pick up this gem. It won't last long. No low ballers. I know what I got.
All right, Eddie. Thanks for hanging out
No
for a while,
lowballs.
buddy. Appreciate
I
you.
know what I got.
Well, I hate to do it, but I'm selling.
We're here at the MMA fighting where the judge is becoming judge, jury, and executioner. He's
Did it work?
No lowballs. I know what I got.
Well, I hate to do it, but I'm selling my pride and joy. This amazing shafter.
Who'd she shaft? No, the deal is we don't drive it much. In fact, forever, this car just stayed in my garage, and I kept illegal shit in it, wouldn't drive it. But I'd rather have money right now, so we'll see what we can do. We'll see if we get any offers. But again, I mean, it's a B class. It is 300 grand in the dealership. It is in stock, so I'm not going to get a ton out of it. There's a price point where I just say to hell with it and I keep it. But it's fully upgraded. It's got ceramics. It's got all-wheel drive. It's got full slicks at the moment. I can change those to semi-slicks for somebody if they want. And it is a nice little car. I don't hate it. It's just I have got a Lampadati Cinque Mille that I will never sell, and they're fairly similar despite the price difference, which is kind of interesting. So, I mean, this one, it is a little better. At first, I thought I liked the Lampadati better. It's just because I was used to it. After driving this one around in the hills and all, this one does corner better than it does. But it tops out at like 105 miles an hour. And it's just kind of, it's all right. It's just redundant in my needs. So we'll see if we can sell it. Rick Howard said, I'm still waiting on my white list. Oh, yeah? How long has it been? So, because they'll say 7 to 10 days, but I think everybody's pretty much right at 10 days right now. Yeah. So I will give you a hint. Do not be a nuisance in the public chat. Be patient. Yeah, that's going to be my my biggest advice there. But best of luck to you, bro. There is nobody coming to see us. We need to go get a sandwich. Let's do that. Let's do that. I might put this one back on semi-slicks. I really might, because then it's fully legal. Technically, full slicks are illegal, and I have not noticed a huge difference between the two. If there's a difference, it's subtle. We're not getting gas. We're getting a sandwich. We're not filling up the gas tank. We're filling up Casey's tank. What the fuck? Mav, that's different. You know what I'm talking about. You're talking. I'm talking about people that get into the public chat and I put my app in 4 hours ago. When's it going to get approved? That kind of thing.
You're telling me.
Little tip: don't annoy the people that you're trying to impress. You know what I mean? Funny shit. Funny shit. I don't get to see that anymore. But before I was in Redline. I lurked in the public chat a lot. Look out, look out. You look out. I don't want blood on my freshly painted car, even if it is red. All right, do I have any other cars that need repairing? I don't think I do. I think I already did everything. At some point, my crime two-door, we're going to end up changing up, but I figure we might as well get cooked in it first, yeah? And we haven't yet. So I don't see any sense in changing it up until then. Rick said it's been a week. I have yet to post anything in the Discord. You can be social, be nice, be fun. Just don't be a pain in the ass. That's my advice to everybody. So I will say a couple of things. The majority of people do not get in their first try. So don't be discouraged if you don't. Take the feedback you get from them. You'll have a little bit of time to think about it. And, if you get in first try, hey, congrats. That's awesome. If you don't, listen to their feedback. Take a little bit of time. And, just do better on the sections of your application that they brought up, Oh, I know, but if they do search my name, they'll find out why I got removed as a whitelister. I didn't know you were a whitelister. Interesting. Wow. So there are a bunch of events coming up in Redline that I think are going to be fun, yeah? Like, Redline is celebrating, what is it? I don't even remember. Is it 6 years? Is that right? No. Yeah. Has it been that long? That is crazy. That is crazy. Anyway, this weekend, there's a bunch of events going on in Redline. I don't know what I'm going to be able to stream and what I'm not yet. I'm going to do as much of them as I can, whether I stream them or not. But it should be a lot of fun because celebrating the anniversary of Redline, there's a ton of shit going on. So if you don't have a lot going on this weekend, make sure and hang around YouTube and Twitch, even if you're lurking, because there's going to be some great epic stuff all weekend long. I think that's what we're looking at. So it'll be kind of cool. Yeah, it'll be cool. Rick said it's a game I don't get in. It's a fun game. So Archer said 7th. Casanova said 8. What? Did I miss a 6-7 joke somewhere? 7th and 8? What? This whole weekend has stuff going on in Redline. Yeah, there's a ton going on. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to do it all. But maybe. We'll just have to see how things go. BB Wolf said don't tell everyone to go to the double hoppy sticks. I'll have to write that down. Go to hell. What am I missing? Mav said, don't tell everyone to go to hell. Yeah, don't do that, BB Wolves. Mav said, I worked for months, but turned public chat to 18+ chat multiple times, including stuff to Ty being my stepsis.
06 super chatted $1.99. Tater.
There's my air horn at the moment. What's up? What if King? Max, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you. Oh, the 8 year. That's right. If I backed my head up, I would have known that because Redline started in 18, yeah? 8-year anniversary. Holy crap. Hey, Casanova. Hey, Archer. Wow. Thank you so much for the super chat. You are not getting an air horn because my air horn was on this guy, on this button right here, and this got upgraded yesterday, and I hadn't figured out how to do the sound effects on it yet. So, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Appreciate you. When I finish streaming, I'm going to mess with the stream deck some more because the capabilities there are amazing. Like, for example, if you want to hear Mav's cheesy balls.
All right, everyone, settle in. We've
Boom.
got a special shout out tonight for a man
Right at the touch of a button. Oh no, Mav's cheesy balls are too loud. That didn't work. That worked for me, but it didn't work for y'all. I gotta fix that. Right? If I do that. No, I guess it does work, yeah? The song muted and turned down.
He says they're jumbo, he says they're extra thick.
Yeah, it worked,
but
yeah.
they leave a
All right,
weird
cool.
residue
Like those kind of
that's hard to
capabilities.
lick. He's got 2 in his mouth and he's reaching for more.
And yes, Mav, making sure your song played was the very first thing I made sure I set up after my microphone.
And they've got a weird smell, but Mav handles his balls remarkably well. Oh, Mav's got the cheesiest balls in town. They're big, they're orange, and they're hard to
I got auto-ducked with the air horn. Did I really? That's funny.
He's the saltiest side of an Englishman. He's a generous, snack-loving British old bloke with the finest balls on which you could choke.
06 super chatted
But then the disco pings with a leaked
$4.99.
up
Do it
logo.
again. Also,
I'm
sorry I
checking my
haven't been
phone
watching
in
much.
full
I'm
screen
working on
mode.
something. It's in
He's showing
production.
it off while
There's your other air horn. Yeah? I know. I didn't respond to your DM, did I? I read your DM, and then one of the kids bothered me, and I never went back to it. I'm sorry. Max is working on something very exciting. If you need to go search Gaming Empire and subscribe. He's not in Redline, but he does some fun stuff, especially some fun chill videos. I like to put them on while I'm just working and doing stuff. You got to check it out. Thank you for another super chat, brother. Yeah, I am Archer. I am really digging the Stream Deck. I'm just old and slow. So yesterday I got my mic set up the way I think I wanted. I'm still messing with it because I went with the I added the XLR dock on the back. And next up is going to be building a soundboard, which I've started on with the songs, but I got to get my sound effects in. And trying to figure out the best way to do a voice changing mod and blah, 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 blah. Clayton said, squeeze the tater, miss you and Macca. Well, we're not done.
Is that a 4? Is it the piece of lint stuck to your sock? I can't tell where the Sudoku ends and the grind begins. Seriously, mate, that box is supposed to be empty.
In fact, I was talking with Macca earlier today, as a matter of fact. No, I'm not going to tell you why. There we go. There's the song. But, you know, we're not done. In fact, I want to go play in his WoW server soonish. It's just right now I stream so little, so it's kind of all Redline at the moment. Because that is my bread and butter. Yeah. I mean, we do some other things here and there, but I want to play on his WoW server again some more because that's really kind of fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. But he'll be around. He's great fun to play with. He really is. And I don't care what game it is. He's great fun to play with in every game. That's partly just because of who he is, yeah? So very cool. Very cool. So, yeah, so the Stream Deck, and I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it because I really needed to upgrade that thing because I was more limited by it than I thought I would be when I got it, unfortunately. It's a nice look for its price. It is a great, like, if you're looking at getting into streaming. I know you heard that. You had to have heard that. If you're getting into streaming, you can get this off of Amazon in whatever country. It's made by Fifine. It's called a SC8. There is a little bit cheaper version as well. It's not a bad little kit, but a kit for the price. It's just, it's got cheap preamps in it. It wouldn't drive my head. These are high impedance headphones, and it just wouldn't drive them quite well enough. If you don't have that issue, you're good, you know. So next up, well, I say next up. At some point will be a mic upgrade because I want a large diaphragm mic. What kills me is I own 2, or I used to. I might have sold them. I don't remember selling them. I did sell off a bunch of studio gear many, many, many years ago, so maybe I did, but I can't find the fuckers. I used to own a Shure SM7B, which everybody loves, and for voiceover, I didn't like. For streaming, it's great. For what I was doing, I didn't care for. And somewhere I have or had a Electro Voice RE20, which would probably also be very suitable. And before I started streaming, I tore through the garage. I tore through my closets. I tore through our storage unit. And I can't find them. So I just, whether they walked away or I sold them and forgot, I don't know. But I don't know anymore, I don't think. Which kills me. Kills me. Kills me. Archer said, I think this is legal. I use Stream Deck to shortcut emotes. I still have to hit T first, but it saves me time in choosing. Have a whole Stream Deck page of character emotes I use most. See, that's a great idea. But what I was about to say, see, I haven't even been bothered to set up, and I need to. I need to pick my favorites and put them somewhere. Like, I haven't even set them up on my number pad, because you can do that too, right? On my number pad, my number 1 does that. That's the only one I have set up. That's it. And I really need to. Like, I really, really, really want to put Anchor Boat on one of them, because that's driving me nuts.
Fixie.
What the fuck did you do?
3 high speeds and 2 other units thought they were going to catch me, but they didn't.
Uh-huh. Purdy. Okay. You got a little something on the hood there.
It's stuck on the hood.
Not the hood, the roof.
No, there is no hood.
Yeah, not on the hood, the roof.
It's called an antenna.
No, I was talking about the blood.
Oh, that's an idiot that got out of his car thinking he was going to beat me up, so I ran him over.
You are such a nice guy. I'll be right back. There's a bunch of low-cost options that use the same... Yeah, there are. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And I don't hate the mic I have now. It's a $50, I think, microphone. And I don't think it sounds bad with proper processing on it. It's just, it is a small diaphragm, so I blow it out because I'm a fucking loudmouth. Yeah. And I'm a mic snob. I mean, hell, when I did voiceover work, my go-to mic was a Sennheiser MKH 416. Look it up. Amazing microphone. Terrible for streaming. It would not work well for this. Oh, forgot to connect the call. All right, let me just get this fixed up for you. I'll you want a little spit shine while we're at it?
No, I'm good.
What about those wheels? Need a rim job?
What the fuck? No.
All right. Need your dipstick straightened? Anything else?
Do you need to see a doctor or a counselor? Like, what the hell?
Well, I'm trying to be a good mechanic, and
you
after
haven't been up to the restaurant with the girl recently, have you? You're scaring me.
What are you talking about? I licked the girl yesterday.
Did you? Okay, I just want to make sure you're getting your daily dosage, because I don't know, but sometimes I'm worried about you.
Speaking of which, you need to talk to them about that. They're cleaning it too well. It tasted a little like bleach
Don't
yesterday.
taste the same? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they've been complaining about you licking it, so I told them to just clean the hell out of it. So
Oh, well,
I thought
yeah.
maybe that would discourage you from licking it.
Yeah. Hey, you want to buy a car?
What am I going to do with that? Probably
You're going to
does what,
drive
80s?
it, and you're gonna drive it like a pimp. That's what you're going to do with it. Look at it.
Yeah, it makes me almost vomit in my mouth just looking at it.
Wow. I mean,
Let me
it's
guess, B
you know.
class. C class?
Oh yeah, no, it's a B class, brother.
It's a B class, so 115. And
Yeah.
it probably handles like grandma's bingo car.
Actually, surprisingly, it doesn't handle bad. I mean, the top speed is actually lower. It's like, like 106, 108, but the handling.
Is it upgraded?
Yeah, fully upgraded. I got full slicks on it now.
That's weird.
Semis might actually be better.
Yeah, semis are better. Slicks do a lot of sliding when they shouldn't.
So I'm probably going to swap them out. And I kind of don't want to sell it, but I kind of do. I mean,
Well, then don't
I can't.
sell it.
I can't charge a lot for it because they're still in stock. I mean, it's $300,000 stock, but I do have this one. Like, I mean, it's full engine, transmission, all that shit, ceramics, all-wheel drive, blah blah blah.
Yeah, then I wouldn't let it go for less than 3 then.
Yeah.
Because
That's
you
kind of
already know what people. Oh, I'll give you 200 for it. Yeah, fuck off.
nah. Fuck off for that. I'll keep it. That's right. All right. Well, if you hear anybody looking for a solid B,
Will?
I mean, people in our line of work probably it's not a good fit for, but somebody like Kitty or that's trying to stay legal, they might want it.
Yeah, and I've seen her driving, so the slower the car, the better.
Yeah, I hear you.
Fuck's
I hear
sakes.
you.
I think between her and JoJo, they're the only two that I know
What's
that
up,
have
Visor?
crashed their work trucks, and they only do 80 downhill on a good day.
Oh, I don't want to talk about work trucks.
Well, we have 2 up at the restaurant, and they managed to crash it 4 times on the way to the city.
Oh, damn.
I don't know how they did it, but they did. But anyway.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't really have a use for another car. I just went and bought a fucking camper van yesterday, so I'm gonna have to go out in the woods and start cooking some shit, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah, know
Yeah.
what you mean.
yeah. See if I can leave some smoke trails everywhere.
Yeah. I
But-
can't be fucked.
You can't be fucked. Well, that
Not
sounds like
to-
a you problem.
Well, not like that. I mean, I pay my
Or a
$20
skill
at the
issue.
truck stop like anybody else, but no, I can't be bothered to do meth. I just can't.
Do math. What do you mean?
Meth.
Math? Oh, it sounded like you said math.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll do it all day long. I can't be bothered to go cook it.
Well, the only reason I'm thinking of doing it
Laser
is because
sourdough.
I've grown probably close to 3,000 weed pots, and I need another 5
Extended
books of
response
reading
range.
to do. And yeah, I'm not growing another 9,000 weed just to learn what I need to learn.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like weed has no value now. I mean, I'm literally sitting on thousands of buds that I can't get rid of for free. You know what I mean?
Well, it has no value, and the fact that you only get to read 5 pages per, worth per pot. So
Right,
if you do
right.
the math, and yeah, meth gives a lot more when you're making it. So it's a better rev. It's harder to get the shit, but speaking of shit, I gotta turn my hold on. I got sidetracked here. Hold on. I gotta turn my contracts on.
Oh shit! I need to do that too.
Boost.
Oh.
There.
And speaking of which, I
Well-
forgot to say thank you for the food. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I made too freaking many. I went up to check see what kind of mess the restaurant was in. 'Cause the other day I went in there and every fucking thing in the stock room was gone.
Not my fault. I hadn't
Little
worked in
did
weeks.
No, dumb. Oh, I know, lazy bastard. Dumbass didn't tell me he used up all the stuff and then didn't bother to go restocking anything.
Yeah, that's kind of some bullshit. In fact, last time I was up there, the only thing I could make was kebabs and chicken nuggets because somebody used everything else up. But whatever.
Yeah. Cat hasn't been around as much, so stuff isn't getting the stock. But I got to start doing more shifts up there, I guess. Keep an eye on shit because nobody seems to be restocking anything.
Might be time to find another manager to help out. That not me. Don't look at me.
No, I know. I can't have a manager licking the grill in front of customers.
I mean, I'm just showing the love to them. You know. I think they're more.
fuck.
I think they're more bothered when I eat the mints out of the men's room.
Those ain't mints.
They taste minty.
You know that, right? Those are for the urinal. They're urinal pucks. They're not mints. You fucking what the fuck? Oh my.
What do you mean?
Those ain't mints.
I mean, they smell and taste good.
Fuck's sakes. I would ask what's wrong with you, but I just don't have that much time to sit here and wait for the response or hear the full answer, so I'm not going to ask. What you may. Anywho, so what are you doing? You're just working mechanic, are you?
At the moment, yeah. I mean, I needed to fix up a couple of my cars, and I figure I might as well, fix up anybody else's while I'm around,
Oh, yeah.
And then, I don't know. That's kind of, I need money. That's kind of why I'm trying to sell that fucker, because I need money more than I need that shit right now. So maybe, yeah, you know what it's like in the mornings. It's just legal bullshit. So I might do some trucking.
Okay.
I'm sitting on a bunch of.
If I should go pick up some bricks or some shrooms or go pick up some ammonia at the docks. I haven't decided yet.
I gotcha. Yeah, I'm sitting on a
stockpile going.
Yeah, I'm sitting on a bunch of trays of cocaine. If I ever can be fucked to bag them up and deal with it,
I bagged up 1,500 bags yesterday and sold every one of them, and now I still got probably another 30 trays to bag up. So
What's up, Arlo Castleberry?
it's never ending.
Yeah, exactly. Well, last
that's
time
the
I
other
bagged
reason
some
I'm not
up,
doing
I
coke
just-
anymore because you don't fucking get anything out of it. I sold 200 bags the other day and I barely got 41,000 out of it.
Yeah. See, I had
It's not
100
worth it.
that were about to go moldy, and I mean, I got like, I don't know, it was like 12 grand just getting rid of them,
Yeah.
So no, I'm
You
all
must have
about.
sat on them for a while.
I did. I was
going to say, because I've had bags last in my van almost 2 weeks before they went bad.
Well, here's my problem, right? When, I mean, there's only certain times you can sell, yeah? And when those times are around, I've found much more lucrative things to do. So,
Yeah,
you know, I just don't
that's
do a
why I
lot of
say
it.
Coke's not really worth it anymore.
Exactly.
Time to branch into the higher stuff.
Yep, exactly. So, speaking of which, I do need to go turn my boosting contracts on too. Shit.
Yeah, I had mine on for quite a while yesterday, and I think it was good 4 or 5 hours before I even got a single freaking one. Of course, I'm only on D class. I've only done 4 or 5 of them, but got to start somewhere.
Yeah, same.
But I'm hoping some cops come around. I'd like to do some more chopping. I want to get some extra SD cards in the stockpile in case I need to make more, in case I get caught.
Right, same.
You never know with these sweaty ass cops.
Hey, you make a lot of stuff, yeah?
Once in a while.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out. Speaking of which, I need to stockpile some materials, and I can't decide if I'm better off spending some time in the scrapyard or just using my CNC to make shit, you know?
Depends on what you're trying to make.
Springs, bolts, all that kind of bullshit.
Better off go to the scrap pile. You're going to use so many materials and so much time on your CNC, it ain't worth it.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
You could spend an hour or two over at Sandy and get probably 20, 30 of each easy, and then you get box of parts, which will give you copper, gold, and all that other stuff you need.
Yeah. Well, and usually I just buy all that shit off of people, but I'm a little too broke right now, so I guess I got to get my own.
Yeah. And you can also, if you're not, whatever you're not going to use, there is that guy in the city at Max's thing there. You can sell whatever metals you don't use to him.
Yeah.
I sold a shitload of gold and lithium and shit the other day to him because it's just sitting in my box. I got rolls of wires for days.
Yeah, I do too. I need to quit collecting wires.
Be all right if I could use the wires and melt it down and make gun barrels and stuff, but I can't even do that. So it's pointless having hundreds of rolls of wire.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a shame that there's not a way to stamp wires back into plates, you know?
You would think, yeah, throw them in the smelter and you can melt it all down, and there you go. But no,
you know, I mean, even if there was, you know, you ended up wasting some material, it'd still be worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be same as like, you know, when you search the garbage bins and you get that scrap metal stuff. It's too bad we can't take that and throw it in the furnace, and then we have like a little mold we could make our own steel, make our own steel out of it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
This garbage job, I'm telling you, it used to be good. It's horrible now. I don't know how many runs, and I barely got 20 steel out of it. And when I need 30, 40 steel to make one table, I'm going to be doing garbage till I'm 90.
Right. Well, see, I was trying to make up revolver bodies and revolver barrels.
Yeah.
And I've run out of steel, so yeah.
Yeah, I just had enough yesterday to make a couple more AR-44 ones.
Gotcha. Well, on that note, if you ever need anybody to...
cannons.
Yeah, you got somebody that does revolvers for you?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then never mind.
All right, then.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to be nice. I was going to say, just give me a shout. I'd work them up for you for free, but you don't need me. No, I feel so unloved.
Well, if you're bored and you want to make some money, I could always use some bricks and ammonia and some mushrooms.
We'll see. Ah, shit. Oh, that's okay. I get to go screw with a nice car.
What do you think?
When's a nice car coming? I don't see any. Oh, my blue one. Oh, yes. No, you already did that.
Damn.
Yeah. Is that
damn.
Is that you, Bailey?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Didn't recognize you outside of uniform, brother.
Fair enough, honestly. Yeah, what do you think?
Dude, this is, like, beautiful.
Genuinely.
I mean, that is...
Listen to the engine.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to pay attention to y'all.
That's just a nice engine, honestly.
It sounds gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. Like, I want to go shoot a movie with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm thinking of what upgrades to give it, because I'm going to try and make it look nice. I'm just trying to think what colors I should try and get it painted.
That's tough. I mean, if it was me, I would want more of a silver on it, but I'm old that way. You know what I mean?
No, that's fair enough. I mean, I was thinking like a dark navy blue or a silver.
Yeah. Yeah. That
One
could
of
look.
those two for me.
You know, the dark navy blue could look good too, because it would pop really well off the rims and the exhaust and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be nice.
But yeah, guess how much this thing cost?
I hate to even guess. How much was it?
500k. It's actually decent.
Yeah, that's actually not bad. I was thinking it was going to be a lot more than that. That is not
Yeah,
bad.
no,
at
I
all.
got this at the dealership up at Roxford.
Really? I don't.
Yeah, just
Maybe I did see it. Okay.
It's decent. It's an A class.
Are these are those vents or machine gun ports on the front?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I can get them removed, but I love the look, because a lot of people call it like a James Bond lookalike.
That's
I'm like, no,
why.
fuck it,
Yeah.
roll with it.
100% roll with it. All right, so Michael said I'm doing pretty good. You're at 63 now. So, really, we've timed you out 63 times? Damn! R.L. Castleberry, I said hi quickly, but it's good to see you again. We said hi in Kiba Lunar World's chat early this morning. Everybody having their coffee, yeah? That's right. While Kiba was destroying loads of coffee while he was trucking. That was good fun. Yeah. I need to go get our boosting contracts turned on. I need to not forget that. I need to start getting better at doing that every time I fly in, yeah? Scott said, Scott, did I say hi to Scott? Hi, Scott. I guess YouTube changed their homepage. What do you mean? I didn't notice anything different. I'm going to stand still until my boss gets back. That sucks. I protest. Dragon, Michael, Timeout, and Mavs. Let's start a protest. Let's start a protest. Oh, this is new and different. YouTube, or I've never noticed it before. Huh. No, I don't want to do that. YouTube is encouraging me to hit a button to insert ads. The more viewers are watching, give it a try. No. I mean, I'm all about me making some money, and I need to make money, but no, not right now. We're busy. Oh. Speaking of which, I've been debating. We've got so many friggin' streaming services, or we've had, and I've been debating canceling most, if not all of them, and giving YouTube Premium a try. Any of you guys haven't? What do you think about it? Because here's where my head's at, right? I mean, we've got Peacock, we've got Paramount Plus, we had Disney, we canceled Disney. I pay for Apple, and we don't ever watch anything on Apple anymore. So, but I mean, the kids are always constantly watching stuff on YouTube. So I'm kind of thinking about canceling all of those and just going to YouTube Premium. We might try that. My Dragon, if you're lurking, remind me, let's look at it and talk about that. The only thing I really kind of hate, and this is funny, because the only one I think I would miss is Disney, which we already canceled. Because there are, like, a lot of times I want to go watch a Marvel movie and I can't anymore. So, yeah. Is what it is, yeah. What happens when you do a lean on this car? I don't know the answer to that. We're not on it, but close enough for now. Oh, Nicholas. Hey, brother. How you doing? JV297. All right, I got to catch up with you guys because blah, 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 blah. It's cheap on covers, videos, but not music. Gotcha. Well, I would keep... I'm an Apple boy. I'll tell you about that. Hi, Aria. How you doing today? JV said I canceled all streaming services and moved to YouTube. See, I'm thinking about it. Peacock is going to be available on YouTube TV in January. Yeah. So... my deal with Peacock is I got it on one of those Black Friday deals where it was cheap as hell, but we never watch it. So I just don't see the point in keeping it because we literally never, ever watch it. Paramount solely got for Tater Tot because he watched a ton of his shows on it, but now he mostly watches them on YouTube. Things like Peppa Pig or Bluey or Paw Patrol or any of that kind of stuff. So I don't see a lot of point in keeping it anymore either. So we might try it. We'll see. We might see it. Ari, I hope you're doing well, by the way. Somebody else said something about that. Oh, talking about the Apple thing. Because, like, I pay for the big Apple service that includes everything, and we have massive amounts of storage, but we're an Apple family, right? I've got 5 people on Apple devices. So we get Apple Music included in that. I get Apple News. I get all this stuff. And I probably will keep that. So Apple TV may be included in that now that I think about it. I don't remember. I'll have to look at it. But, you know, I've got currently 3 TVs that have the Apple box. And, in fact, I need to pick up a 4th. We need to put one in Tater Tot's room now. Yeah. Apple was very good to me. Like, because I owned Apple stock for a very long time, and I kind of wish I still had it. But when I sold it, it seemed like the right move. Right. And it was very good to me. So, but I invest in Apple because I am I've been a huge fan of the company for a long time. These days, still am. Not seeing the revolutionary stuff out of them that we saw, you know, years ago. But the stock was very, very, very good to me for a long time until I sold it, which, again, seemed like the right move. And I still buy back in from time to time. Apple for me, and I am not giving investment advice. Do not trust me for that. But it's one of those stocks that's a buy and hold for
question.
me, always.
Do you know what the HSW performance upgrade does to the car?
I did not even know that was available. I'm not going to lie.
Because, yeah, no, there's a couple stuff on here that's like performance. And, like, how does it improve the performance, though? That's what I'm, you know.
I mean, legit, you're the first person that's ever asked me about that. And I did not know that was available.
I mean,
at all.
if you come over, I can tell you the 2 things that I'm wondering about.
I don't know how to answer this in City.
Okay,
I didn't know that was a thing.
If I go, so it's in cosmetics, but HSW upgrade, and it seems to be performance upgrade, but it doesn't seem to show anything. Maybe
Yeah, I
ask in the
don't.
email chain.
I don't. Yes, I would absolutely take that up to the mechanics union because, shit, I don't know how to answer this. My guess would be that's not going to help you at all. Because, like, I know you're wanting to look at upgrading the car, but if you think about enhancing the car, if that makes sense, I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Because I think that would be an enhancement.
Okay. And, color-wise, I want your opinion on this. You know, I trust you. I'm just syncing it up. So, I was thinking this.
Oh, I like that. Oh, brother.
Yeah, you like that?
I do. I keep walking
I'm
through it.
thinking
What do y'all think?
this power lesson.
Oh, yeah, brother. That makes it pop. That dark with that lighter over it, that.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? I think that's amazing. Yeah, I would rock that all
makes
day
it
long.
work.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
What would you say about the tires? Do you think the tires look fine as they are?
Absolutely. It's a good classic look.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, I tend to like stock wheels, so I'd leave them alone.
Yeah. Okay, well, you're going to make a bit of money at 62K, so...
Well, I ain't. The boss is. You know, he makes $1, or she makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
Yeah. Well, let's get this sorted.
Eddie, are you just getting a repair on this one?
Yeah, just a quick repair whenever you got a moment.
Let me do yours first, because he's going to be a hot minute. Hey, Bailey, he's just a repair. Let me knock him out.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
I want to see you try, mister.
Yeah.
I bet I could.
Oh god, my car's
What?
always
What?
a bit
What?
different from what everyone else
Who?
has. God dang.
What?
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 Don't
Hey.
even do it.
I may not be on duty, but still.
Eddie and I just playing. So if you have a smart TV, yeah, but like, I hate it's just the Apple box. To me, it's worth spending the 100 and whatever bucks because it is such a better interface and it is so much more responsive. I love my TV, and I forget what brand it is. Whatever TV I have in the living room is amazing, has great colors. It's the one that's got that Tizen operating system. What is that? Samsung, maybe? The UI just sucks. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, not bad at all.
It's funny because some of the dealers, I go in and look at their S-Class cars now, and they're all 130.
Yeah. I think that's literally
Silly.
just display.
Maybe, I don't know. Because I think when I bought this one, it was showing top speed at 115, so
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think, I can't remember.
Is this the normal or the drift version?
This is a normal one from
Oh
PDM.
god. Yeah.
How do you like it?
It's pretty good as long as you get all-wheel drive in it. If not, it just sits there and wheel spins if you don't have all-wheel drive.
How much does all-wheel drive cost?
15.
17.
Oh,
17.
well,
Well, plus,
plus-
did they?
no, it's 15 for the kit and $2,000 for the labor.
Okay. But we'll see what it comes out to when you've done my car for labor, and if I'm like, fuck it, then I'll slap on. I'll get all-wheel drive as well. Fuck it.
Eddie, if I ask you what your favorite number was, what'd you say?
I'd tell you at 23.
Really, you look more like a 6'7" kind of guy to me.
No, I'm good. I have enough problems in life. I don't need more. Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother.
God damn, look at the engine in that thing.
Oh, they just don't make them like that anymore. Look at that. I can get my hands in there, work on this shit. Not a piece of plastic to be seen. Hell yeah.
Nah, this car, genuinely a beauty.
Appreciate another super chat.
Oh, I'll do it after this. I forgot to put in a couple things on here. I'll do it after.
Okay, let's see.
At What If King 06 super chatted $1.99. He guess what, Tater?
All right, don't do me that way. Yeah, there's your air horn. What's up? What's up? What you got going on, huh? Look at that. I didn't even need to write them down this time. All right, I'm gonna go get these parts. Do you want me to go ahead and complete
good.
this order while you do just wait, or
Yeah, I'll wait,
Okay.
and then you can complete this order. I'll do this stuff over there. You complete that
Okay.
order, and then could we do labor all together if that's all good?
yeah, we can do that.
Or- Okay,
Yeah, that's fine.
perfect.
Okay. Blah, Apple. It's okay, and all their stuff works together more often than not. That's why I like paying the premium for it. It just works. Which is funny. I'm not an Apple. I like PCs, but for portable stuff, it just works. But it's not for everybody. I get it. I mean, you don't have as much control as you do in the Android ecosystem. 100% get that. And there are things I don't like. There's way too much brand nonsense with Apple. It's a cult. They are a master blueprint for a tech cult. Great minds think alike.
At
Oh
What If
God,
King
guess what
06
Lester tried to
super
get me to
chatted
do with this car.
$19.97. Goal broken and it was good super chatting. It's my last
Guess what
one
Lester
for a
tried to get me to do
while
to this
since I
car
will
when
be
I was
doing something
asking
people
about
might
it.
call stupid, but it's time for me to do me since I won't have cash to do this stuff for a while.
Dude wanted to
I
make it
appreciate you,
pink.
brother. Pink? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
he wanted me to make this car pink. I said, fuck.
I gotcha. You do what you got to do. I
No way
appreciate
am
all the
making
support you
something really
provided, man.
useful Pink. one, doesn't suit me, and two, would not suit this car.
It'd be an abomination. What the hell is wrong with that guy?
Exactly. I mean, it's Leicester. What do you expect?
All right, let me just pull the handle here.
All good.
There you go.
Look at that thing.
I mean, isn't that gorgeous? That was a great call right there. That is beautiful.
Well, let's just. I'm gonna quickly park it and then bring it back out.
Yeah, yep, exactly. I appreciate but seriously, yeah. I mean, and guys, and he doesn't do it under What If King. He's on a different channel. It's called Gaming Empire. You need to check his videos out because the amount of progress he has made since he started putting out videos is just awesome. He's more of a chill stream, but it's really awesome to watch. So yeah, I appreciate you, What If King, and everything you've done, everything all of you guys always do with the memberships and the super chats. It's just more awesome than you know.
Oh, she fucking sounds beautiful. I'll finish up the changes that I forgot to do, and then I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I think I can. Was the battery charged? All right, go take a look, see if you can hear it. Lazy Sourdough said congrats. I'm out the door, though. Cool off period. I'll catch you on the other side. Sounds good, brother. Sounds good. What people call stupid, who gives a shit? Do what you want to do, Max. That's what I say. Yeah. I get you. Believe me. Believe me. That's why I own a fucking sailboat that sailors hate, powerboaters hate. I don't care. It's the perfect boat for me. So it gets a lot of... That's what's funny. My sailboat gets a lot of hate in online forums, right? But in person, people love it. Hell, I've been pulled over by Florida Fish and Wildlife before solely because they wanted to check out my boat and ask me questions. They were very polite, and they were very honest about that. They said, all right, we're going to call it a safety check, but really we just loved your boat. I was like, hey, cool. I sat there and chatted with them for like 30 minutes about my sailboat.
Sorted. And I'm going to say screw it, all-wheel drive as well.
Okay, all right. True story. Funny as hell. All right, so we need 4 more.
You've been staying out of trouble? You've been staying good?
Four cosmetics. Mostly, yeah.
No, God.
I mean, nothing major.
Mostly.
No, seriously, you're off duty. Nothing major. Just a little street racing is all, you know.
Oh, okay then. Yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
It, I'm also, yeah, like you said, I'm off duty. A lot of people know if I'm on duty, don't tell me shit. If I'm off duty, you can tell me absolutely anything. I won't give two shits.
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, it's not my job. I don't get paid to deal with it if I'm off duty.
Well, and you know, yeah, 100%, right?
Exactly.
Oh, I forgot to order the all-wheel drive kit.
I've got way too. I mean, I've got fucking Ralph as a contact that every now and then I'll call him. So I mean,
yeah.
But...
Well, you know, I mean, the thing is he's like, I don't know, he's good people. So he's nuts, he's crazy, but he's good people.
Oh, it's crazy as fuck, but I mean, he's a decent person.
Yeah. Let me run get those parts, and I'll be right back. Does Scott need timing out? I hadn't even seen Scott talk. But see, and that's the other thing with the Apple stuff too, because like I said, I mean, the stock's been very good to me because to me, it's kind of a cycle. Like I've used profits off the stock to buy Apple stuff. Now, I'm not one of those that upgrades my iPhone every year. I'll make them last as long as I can. Wrong one. Used to be, I would. Because fucking duck. Because the changes year to year were so major. Yeah, now they're not. There's just not a point anymore. Hell, computers were like that, right? I mean, used to be, if you got 2 years out of computer with it still being relevant, that was good. Of course, not a long time ago. All right, all-wheel drive kit, confirm. I need to charge him 17 grand for that. And we're usually supposed to charge for that stuff first. But he's a cop. I figure it'd be all right. Yeah, it's kind of funny, the number of officers that come up here and get slicks put on their vehicles. None of my business.
Jesus, seriously?
Yeah, but, and I don't ask questions. I just assume that they're putting them on a trailer and taking them to the racetrack or whatever, you know?
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, so there she is. She's all pretty, but let me get that all-wheel drive kit on.
Yeah. Once that on, it would definitely help any sliding out.
Shit, I ordered the part. Did the parts guy forget to... Oops. Here, let me kick it. A little percussive maintenance. Hang on, I think the parts guy forgot to give it to me. Don't you mean you make them last till Apple sends a big to your phone and you buy a new one, a bug to my phone? No. I haven't had those issues. Like, I have literally, the only Apple product I have ever had an issue with was my original, whatever they're called, the earbuds. And I feel like I got my money's worth out. They lasted years, but they got to where the battery wouldn't charge anymore. So I bought the next set up. That's the only issue I've ever had out of Apple. That and the kids breaking their phones. Yeah, I just, whatever, 15 grand here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not broke, but I'm not where I want to be, you know?
Yeah. All right, so we got the old real white. Sorry, go ahead.
Go on. No, you first.
I would, at some point in the future, you know, try out some ceramic brakes on it, see about stopping power now that you've got all this power in it. And as you know, full slicks are illegal, but semi-slicks are street legal, aren't they?
I'll have to check, but I believe so.
I think they are too. So it might, I don't know that this needs them, but it might be worth trying just to see, you know?
I'll probably hit the motorway and see what she's like.
Yeah. God, you sound like you should be driving this car, you know?
If you want, I will give you the keys and you can go on a bit of a test drive once it's been parked up. If you want to give it a bit of a drive.
I would absolutely love that. Yeah, go park it. Make sure I did it, put it into the garage, look at it, make sure I did a good job on the paint job.
Oh, yeah,
no bubbles in the tent, all that. Beautiful. God, those doors are just classic.
If you want to, afterwards, if you want to give it a bit of a test drive, I'll let you.
Yeah, I'd love that. Crash or my internet? Oh, tell me, I think it's your internet. I think I'm still good. Looks like I'm still good on 2 of my screens, but let's do the ultimate test for me. View channel. My internet. Be right back. Got to reset. I hear you, brother. Cool. God, look at that bald head on that.
I love it.
Yeah. How's it handle?
Yeah, you're about to find out.
All right. If I happen to damage it, I'll pay for the repair.
Oh, mate, I'm staying with you.
I ain't gonna steal your car. God, listen to it, brother.
It's fucking wonderful.
Oh, it would have taken that corner much faster. I'm being careful. It could have done much better than that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. This thing, because of the all-wheel, it turns like a dream.
Wow. God, look. I mean, just look at her driving down the road.
She's just smooth. God damn.
Yeah, I would consider upgrading the brakes. But then again, I drive different for reasons.
Yeah, it's fine.
I do like that. I definitely would not go full slicks. I like that little bit of slide on the back.
Oh, definitely.
Well, that was driver error.
Even with all-wheel drive, damn.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, just fantastic, man.
Nah, she's a dream.
I think you did, you know, personal preference and all, but I think you did great on the color.
No, I love it. Now I'm gonna drive over into the city, and then yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, give me a shout if there's anything I can do for you, Bailey.
Will do. You stay safe and stay out of trouble.
No promises. All right, I kind of need a break. I don't know if I want to shut down the mechanic. Oh. Appreciate you. We do need to call John back at some point. Do I want to shut down the mechanic or just put up a be right back sign? I'm not actually bored yet. We haven't gotten any responses off of our ads, which I'm not really surprised at all. Hey, we're almost up to 200K now. We're sitting around fucking around at the mechanic. That ain't a bad deal. Of course, there's 2 mechanics over. No response on Trendy. No response on Marketplace. There we go. Yeah, see, upgrade deals are kind of a thing for me too, right? Like, and I'm not brand loyal. I am brand loyal to Apple, but I'm not brand loyal to my carrier. I don't care about swapping carriers, to be honest with you. I want the deal, right? And sometimes it's the better deal on a new device to swap carriers. And sometimes it's not, because sometimes you can play them off of each other. Yeah. Because, you know, my current carrier won't give me the deal that, say, AT&T would. So I'm going to go to AT&T, get their deal, come back to my carrier. Hey, I'm leaving. Why? Because they beat your deal. Well, we'll match it. We should have just matched it to begin with, and we wouldn't have had to go through the rigmarole. You know, I have to do that with insurance every now and then, too, which is annoying. I've actually been with the same insurance company an extraordinarily long time. But every couple of years, I have to threaten to leave because they inch up, they inch up, they inch up. Well, so-and-so's offering this. Oh, well, let's look at that. You've been such a loyal customer. We can match that. Yeah, just do it to begin with and save the hassle. Oh, whatever. Old man rant incoming. I've gotten something on my glasses that's... There it goes. I don't know what it was. It was rough feeling. That got it. Mav said I got to pee. Thank you for sharing, Mav. Thank you for that overshare. I do too. That's why I need to take a break. In fact, I think we'll just shut it down for a little bit. All right. Since What If King took the opportunity to beat the live goal, let's make a new one. He said it was his last one for a while, and no, I appreciate everything you do. Each and every one of you. It's amazing. Let's set a new one. Are you going to work? Why are you not going to work? Why are you not going to work? I don't know why you're not going to work. You're not going to work. If I do that, does that change it? Never mind. I guess we're not setting another one because it doesn't want to work. That is funny as hell. All right, I'll try again in a little bit. Yeah? Maybe we'll try a refresh, see if that does. Oh, so I upgraded. They don't, you know, some of y'all ask sometimes. I did update, if you hit ! specs, or spec, no, I think it's specs, on YouTube or Twitch, because some of y'all ask about my computer setup sometimes, so I've got, that's updated now. So that's kind of cool. And then I checked some of the other commands. They all should be right now, which is kind of nice. There it goes. A refresh fixed it. Bailey said, thanks for the upgrades on the car. God damn, it was nice. It's about 120 nicely. Dude, it looks sexy. It looks sexy just sitting still. That is a find, brother. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Michael said, I have straight talk, great service, only $55 a month, and limited everything. There you go. There you go. So, Bailey, always good hanging out with you, brother. Archer said, Sirius XM always get a discount when you threaten to turn it off. That reminds me, I need to call them. Because we do have it in the Jeeps, and the sole reason I have it is because they've gotten it so cheap. Why not? Yeah. But it went up again recently, so I need to do that. I need to go cancel until they'll get it back down to, I don't remember. We're paying like $4 a month for each Jeep right now. From keeping up with it, I don't think they'll keep doing that, but I think they'll go down to $6 now. So why the hell, And this is really funny. Coming from, again, my first career was as a radio disc jockey, terrestrial radio. Yeah. I almost never listen to it anymore. I can't. And maybe it's because I was in it. I don't know. But it's just so nice now. If we have service, odds are I'm listening to either Spotify or Apple Music because I can make a, quote, radio station specifically tailored to me. If I want to hear Miley Cyrus Flowers next to Daft Punk All Around the World, next to A3 Woke Up This Morning, I can make a radio station that does that. You're not going to hear that anywhere. Yeah? And there's just something to be said for that. I do miss the local connection of good local radio. I listen to NPR to get my local news fix. Sometimes I'll listen to local talk, but even that's just gotten. So, yeah. Story behind that car. I had popped on duty at Roxwood, so ran to PD after coming back, then went to the dealership just for fun. I asked my chat if I should get it, and everybody said yes. That's funny, isn't it? I'll show you the next one I want, which is not going to be a crime car. It's just I want it because I like it. Oh, there's a couple. Terrestrial stations are all so generic now since so many owned by one entity. Exactly, Archer. They all and here's the little secret. Odds are the local DJ you're listening to isn't local. They're on 20 or 30 stations or more because everything's owned by, basically two companies now, basically, except for true locals. You don't really have that connection. When I started, there was no automation in that sense. So it really was me live sitting in a radio station, playing music and talking with you and blah, blah, blah. By the time I got out, it had turned into the computers were doing all the music, and you would sit there and you would do a line for Nashville, Tennessee, and a line for Birmingham, Alabama, and a line for Raleigh, North Carolina, and somewhere in Minnesota and whatever, and send them out individually to customize. But most everything was just bland and boring. Yeah. Bailey said, I think I've got 3 A-class cars, 1 Corvette, that one you saw, and 1 Impala. Nice. So, I'm trying to sell this one, but I kind of don't want to sell it, but I kind of do because it's one of the few legal cars I actually own that's nice. It's a B-class. It's not great. But there is this old-looking Mustang Fastback that I kind of want to buy. The last time I checked was still in whatever the shop up here is called. The Sandy dealership. It's just that would also be a legal car and it's expensive and we're broke. So yeah. Archer said, I grew up in Jax with WAPAM, but God, that's a legendary station. Crazy station with an insane transmitter that had a pool that was used for cooling. Yeah. Hello.
Can I get a respray?
Yeah. Am I in a super hurry here or?
Nah.
Okay. Just seeing the outfit, I wasn't sure.
Nah, it's fine. There's no PD about, so no hurry at all.
Gotcha. 3. You got a repair and a respray, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Made some businesses yesterday, so right now I'm just making everything into, finishing everything off, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I understand. Hey, I'll be right back, brother.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm not sure who this is. I don't think I've met them. Roxwood Tuning and Fabrication is now open. What kind of name is that? I still want to know how I ordered Bailey's all-wheel drive kit and then left it up there. I mean, I was standing there when I ordered it, yeah? I don't know how I managed to do that. Oh, I should have run through the inside door. It's okay. All right, all right. You like this car pretty good?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, wrong tablet. Well, it certainly looks good.
Well, thank you.
I don't think I know Oliver. Let's get her all fixed up. If you happen to know somebody that's looking for a solid B-class four-door, I mean, it wouldn't, you know, it's a whole different animal than this, but if you happen to know somebody looking for one, I got one for sale. Good car.
Yeah, I'll tell them. I know someone is looking for a four-door, but I don't know if they want a B class though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've got an A-class, but I ain't selling it anytime soon, you know, unless they, you know, want to pay out they ask for it, to be honest about it. All right. Oh, going with the mint green this time. Looks good, brother.
I am. Never used it before, so gotta change the colors, you know, before the cops catch on.
Yeah, yeah. What did we do? We did a repair and 2, so it's $500 in labor. There's your labor charge, and my brother, you were all set. Hey, have we met? My name's Casey Kellum.
We probably have. I've been here a lot, so probably have.
All right. Well, let me give you my phone number. If there's ever if you don't have, I am terrible with voices. I got to be real, and with the mask, I don't know.
Don't worry, I'm also bad with voices. Don't worry about it.
So if you didn't have my number, now you do.
Yes. Let me give you my number.
Oliver. All right. Well, if we've met, great. Good to see you again. If we haven't, good to meet you.
Yeah, same.
All right, brother. You be safe out there.
You too, man.
Brando asked, what kind of music stations did you work at? I was a whore. I worked for money. I didn't really give a shit what I worked at, okay? I did everything. We used to call it oldies, which would have been music from like what did I get in the car? Would have been mostly music from the late 50s, centered around the 60s and into the early 70s. Then as my career progressed, oldies shifted into early 80s, right? Because it shifts with them. I worked oldies, I worked country, I worked sports talk, I worked news talk, classic rock, alternative rock, adult alternative. Is that everything? Did I say country? Country. NPR for a very short stint. My absolute favorite would have been the alternative or the adult alternative scene, because that's my music, right? When you think about things like Third Eye Blind, Dave Matthews, REM, Matchbox 20, Blink 182, that era, that's my music mixed with classic rock, which is why adult alternative was so much fun, because you would mix things like, say, you might hear the Rolling Stones Give Me Shelter next to REM, The One I Love, next to The Police, next to Third Eye Blind, you know. So that was all a lot of fun. But yeah, for me, it was a career. I went where the money was, you know. So I did a lot. My very last radio station was actually a group of radio stations that were sports talk. I was not an on-air talent at that point. I was the production manager and some other behind-the-scenes stuff that I did. It was a group of stations. That's not true. I was on air. I wasn't like the sports talk guy. I would do things like news and traffic reports as needed. My main role was behind the scenes, but, you know, they'd pull me on the microphone as needed. Sounds like most I've ever heard in radio just kind of go with whatever the job is. I wanted what was interesting, especially early in my career. You know, it was all about what was interesting. And, you know, like I got offered and really, really, really wanted to take a job in Hawaii to get to go to Hawaii, but the pay wasn't enough. It would have been a massive step down in quality of life because the cost of living is so expensive in Hawaii. Yeah. Tried to get a job at a station in the Cayman Islands. Didn't get that one. That would have been a cool one too. You know, kind of the same deal, just for the experience. Because I got to go see some cool places in radio, you know. Now, I never worked in Boulder, but I got to visit Boulder, Colorado several times with industry-related stuff. Same thing with Cancun, Mexico. I used to go to Los Angeles on business. So I got to see a lot of the United States. Surprisingly, one of my favorites was going, and I forget, there's a college there, Rhode Island. Little town, big college. And I can't remember the name of it. That was a very memorable place because the little town around the college was so quaint and cool. But I can't remember the school. Long time ago. Long time ago. Twitch was getting laggy. Bummer. Let me look at it on my end. It says... Huh. It says we're okay. It says we're excellent, whatever excellent means. Sorry about that, brother. All right, right. We've got 99 of you here right now, which is fantastic. I appreciate it. I do have a member goal set of 10 memberships today. If you don't have your gifted members turned on, you want to make sure and do that. You do that by going down to the dollar bill looking thing in the bottom right corner of chat. Make sure you got those turned on if you want to receive gifted memberships. But yeah, we're going to set a stream goal. We've got 10 gifted members set. If you'd like to buy me a sweet tea or two, that would be awesome. And then Max blew away the super chat goal, so I went ahead and set another one just because. Yeah, that's where we're at there. I think we're going to take a little break. And how long? We've been mechanicing a hot minute. We might just shut down the mechanic and go do something else for a while. I think that's what we're going to do. So I will take me a little break, take a look on the kids, and then we got a choice. We can either go work the mechanic. We can either go trucking or we can go work at the restaurant. I'm going to think about that while I take me a little break. We're going to put that back. See, I don't think anybody's going to buy our car anyway. They might. Put that up there for now. 108 people watching now, 20 likes. Yeah, if we could get a big old likes, I'll even give you a countdown. Let's do it all together. I would appreciate the help there because likes are one of the biggest things you can do to promote the live stream. Yeah, and it's free. So let me give you a countdown. Let's get a big old like spike going in 3, 2, 1. As we say on Squeeze the Tater, mash that like button. Let's mash that and get a big old like spike going. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Oh, we need to clock out before we leave. Okay, we're off on that. Fuck it, we'll just do it this way. Duty logs. 2 hours. That's way longer than I normally put up with. But see, that's why I like the mechanic job when people are coming around. It makes it entertaining. When you sit up here with nobody around, it friggin' sucks. Oh, shit.
Casey.
What's up, brother? You needing a repair?
No, I just came down to see what you're doing.
Oh, perfect, because I just clocked off. Getting a little legal work in, you know. So I gave John all my money.
You gave John all your money. What did you get?
I bought one of his cars.
Oh, you bought that Mercedes, right?
Yeah, it's fun, brother. Not as fun
I drove
as...
it there for a bit.
This is sexy as hell. I'm scared to ask how much that cost.
I think it's listed for $2.5 million, right?
Jesus Christ, brother. I'm in the wrong line of work.
Here you go, drive it.
Fuck yeah.
There you go. Have fun.
You want to hop in? I'll scare you to death.
Okay. Jesus.
What's top speed on this guy?
Like 165.
Holy fucking shit. All right, before I wreck it, is it more of a straight line thing or does it...
yeah, early on, if you give it torque, it's gonna like torque steer a lot, but after you like get going, you can just punch it.
Damn, the acceleration. How'd she stop?
Yeah, it's about 160, 165 down hills.
Ooh, my God, that is sexy. My Lord. What you doing with this car, huh?
Oh, this is my legal car, man. I just drive it around when I'm not doing anything. This would be unfair to take out when the cops are around.
Yeah, it really kind of would, right?
I have one that's faster. It doesn't top speed as much. The Mustang GT DCL or whatever. It does faster lap times, but it just stops at 150.
I just worked on his car. Hang on. Hey, bud, you all right? I'll hang around the area. I think he's dealing with a head issue.
That'll happen.
That is sexy, brother.
You know, RJ the cop. Remember RJ?
I've
like
heard a lot
bald-
about him, but I don't think
He
I ever
used to-
met him.
He used to be a commissioner like a long time ago. Like, I don't know, like probably 5-6 years ago or so. And then he came back for a while and he picked this up for 1.2. It was like not supposed to be there. I think Dan Graham ordered it in for like a friend or something, and the friend didn't pick it up, but RJ did. And then RJ bought it. He financed it. I think he ended up paying like 1.6 for it, something like that. And then RJ died, and in his will, he left it to me.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a very nice present.
Yeah, you ever hear, you know that like, what's it called? Like erotic asphyxiation? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I may or may not have tried it once.
Yeah, he forgot to bite the lemon, and he passed away.
Well, I hate to hear that. At least he died happy, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the way I look at it.
God damn.
But yeah, when he took off, he left it with me, and he left me like a R34 GTR as well. But
nice.
I drive it in his honor, you know.
Yeah, that's a good way to honor his memory, brother.
Exactly. So what you been up to?
Honestly, just you're looking at it today. You know, if you guys need me to do some more down at the foundry, or are you good for now?
I can go take a look and give you a call, see like what the stock's looking like. I know John was supposed to be working on like actual jewelry soon, so he was trying to let gold and diamonds fill back up. So if they're full, you can take off and, you know, do as much as you want. And because he's going to be making jewelry before too long. But I appreciate you doing runs down there, man. That shit is fucking horrific for me, dude. I do like 4 or 5 runs and I'm done. I can't do it anymore. It's fucking terrible.
I'm kind of with you there, because there's not a lot of variety in that drive, is there?
No, it's like one way up to the quarry, one way back. And, you know, we were looking at it the one day and it was like 18 trips needed. What's going on here?
Yeah. Remember that green car I looked at?
This is him.
Yeah. Come on, buddy. I'll get you what the fuck? He's floating.
What the fuck?
Right. We'll get you taken care of. Why can't I? All right. Now I can't do anything with him. I got issues. I think you might be... Let me try something else. I think he might have to take a nap. I'm not sure I can fix that.
You want me trying to get him?
Yeah, I can't. All of a sudden, I can't pick him up or put him in the car.
Oh, he's like in the car now, but not in the car, if you know what I mean. Because I can't pick him up either. I can maybe do this. Let me try this. He's like scuffed. He's gonna have to see the light.
Yeah. Okay. All right, brother. You're gonna have to see the light. We'll meditate for you or something.
Yeah, we'll remember you fondly, dude. Don't worry.
Yeah. I got dibs on his car if he doesn't come back.
You can have his car, bro. It's all you. I have enough of them. It's fine. I know when to be. Spread the love around.
I hear you. Yeah, I'm actually now. It's just a B class, but I'm thinking I'm going to try to sell that one. See if anybody wants it.
How much did you end up paying for it?
Well, I mean, they're still in stock, so I really don't. You know, I mean, you can buy a stock one for $300. Now I fully upgraded that one, but
you're looking at like 450 upgraded and all in or whatever.
Yeah.
Does it go 130?
So no, it's a B class. It tops out at like 105 to 108.
I mean, it's always like a hit or miss. I know like the V Star is a B class, but it goes 130, right? So it just depends on like what the car is. But yeah, it's kind of it'd be a good little car if it had, or a good car if it had. It'd go 130 because you could do crime in it with like the homies, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's like, I mean, because I've got 2 4-door B classes that are kind of in that range, and you know, I really don't need it. So if somebody, is just looking for, somebody like Kitty or somebody that's not into crime, they might want something like that. I'll make them a deal less than they get it for at the delership. You know.
I don't know how you live in this city without doing crime. It's like either a cop or crime. I don't know. Like, what do you do if you don't do crime?
I don't know either. I don't know.
What do you think about the mayor stuff going on?
I am missing out on a lot of that. What's the latest? The latest I know about is Harry's tweet from the other day.
Oh, he got arrested.
What's up, Karen? How you doing?
Last night they pulled him in, and he got arrested. He's charged with attempted murder and kidnapping, I think, is what happened.
What the fuck did he do?
I think he overreacted is like the gist of the situation. Someone came up and stole his car, right, in Legion, and
he ended
up
what's happening,
chasing
brother?
that
Good to see
person
you.
down and like actually shooting to kill them. And he ended up like taking their body and trying to hide the evidence afterwards or something. Like it's a whole thing. Like, you know, as the mayor, I feel like you should have a little restraint. You know, like it kind of speaks to his character that like. If someone just comes up and steals his car, it's just a fucking car, man. Just like let it go, right? Like there was no police around at the time, so like they couldn't even do crime in it if they wanted to. And then secondly, as soon as like a cop was around, all I had to do was call and be like, my car was stolen, right? And it would have been no big deal. Like, but instead he decided to chase the person down and try to murder them instead. So, you know, I guess that's what happens.
As the mayor, I would think you'd be smart enough to if you really wanted that taken care of, hire somebody underground that, you know, you can't be traced back to you, you know?
No, but instead he pulled out a pistol and decided to chase the car down, and the guy had it on body cam, and it's the whole thing. So the person who he chased down had it on body cam the entire thing. So it's like live in 4K, like he's fucked, like big fucked.
Damn. But wait, the guy stealing the car had a body cam on?
Yeah, so apparently there was like an incident the day before to where like kind of the same thing happened, to where like they had stole a car as like a prank or something, and then like, but it was Rodney's car that they'd stole, and then Rodney, Natalie, and Max like chased these people down, and like there was a whole shootout between them, but it was like a he said she said kind of deal because there was no body cam. So I think like it happened again the next day, so the people were recording with body cam to like, you know, prove that it happened.
That is one fucked up story all the way around then. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean at the end of the day I think it's like set up.
Hey buddy, how you feeling?
A lot better.
All right. Good.
But I would assume he won't be around for much longer if like, you know, if he gets, I mean, he can't be if he eats the charges, like he's gonna get taken out of office.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
The mayor situation.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
So, and that just leads
Anyone
to
actually
some.
know what I did?
Bad things. He got charged with 2 felonies. So yeah, and apparently they pulled him in last night. He was supposed to turn himself in. He didn't turn himself in for a couple of days, and then Harry threatened to remove the entire party if he didn't. And then he turned himself in last night, and then I guess he got bail, which is bullshit because I've never got fucking bail. Like, what
Yeah,
the
I've never
fuck's
been
that
offered
about?
bail. What the fuck?
Yeah, never in my life, dude, have I been offered bail. So he got bail, and he's out on bail until I guess he has to have a meeting with the Supreme Judge now, Murphy, and kind of go from there, from my understanding. So,
Maybe a
Interesting.
court case.
but he hired every fucking lawyer in town. Apparently, there was like 4 or 5 lawyers in night for like 2 hours. I mean, I'm getting all this information, from a lawyer that was there. So, that's the rundown that I heard.
What is it with politicians and lawyers, man? Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Yeah. And yeah, so he got bail. I ain't never been offered bail.
That's bullshit.
So if he's meeting with the Supreme Court, I don't know. You think we'll see a trial or not? I bet they sweep all that shit under the rug and the public never knows what happens.
No, I
Probably.
think there's too many people that know about it to get swept under the rug. I think there'll be too much public outrage if the mayor just gets off. So I would assume he gets pulled out of office. But the only thing, so the next step is what happens to the mayor. Does Riley get it? Which seems like a giant conflict of interest considering she's married to Rodney, and Max would just be behind the scenes pulling the strings. So, does it go to Oxy then immediately because she was the second runner-up, or do they hold a whole new election? That's the questions that needs to be answered. I guess they figure out what they do with him first, and then that kind of falls into place afterwards. But that's what everyone's wondering, what's going on. I mean, to be completely honest with you, man, I didn't even fucking vote this time because it was I thought Seth was going to run. And at the end of the day, I think Seth was probably the best choice if he ran there because a lot of people don't see Seth, but Seth's always around, right? He's anytime I text Seth, he's back with me within a day or two, right? He's around. Everyone just doesn't see him. And Seth gives a shit about the city and is at the end of the day a decent guy. So I think Seth should have ran, and I really think he would have won and did a good job, but he didn't. So I really
Whatever happened to criminals standing on business
really sucked, to be completely honest with you. And I think Max is really kind of out for himself, and he order cars just for him. There was a whole thing where he was talking about how he was going to bring in a car that no one's ever seen, or try to bring in a car that no one's ever seen so he could get it. It's a whole thing, man. He just seems very self-centered and self-oriented and not for the greater good, which you kind of want in a mayor, I mean, at the end of the day, the 3 that we've seen, none of them have been great. So, but some are worse than others, and I think Max is probably the worst one we've seen. So,
I mean, yeah, he has the felonies on him.
Maybe. I mean, he's been in office a week. How do you know?
I mean,
No, I think
before
it's less than a week.
yeah, before that happened, I think it was 4 days when that happened.
Wasn't it 3 days?
It was 3 or 4 days, something like that. But
Yeah. Or does the mayor's bad?
I just think as a mayor, it's like you said, you either hire someone to do the dirty work or you keep your fucking composure, dude. It doesn't even matter. It's a car. Who cares? It's a fucking car, dude. Why go through all the trouble?
But
now
I
he's
think
now
there's
he's
more
super
to the
screwed,
story.
right?
Oh, yeah.
There's more to the story that we don't know of. It can't be just a car that started this.
I mean, no one's gonna know the full story, right? It's always gonna be one side versus the other side, and the truth somewhere in the middle, like everything. But people will talk, and history remembers the victors. So whatever happens here is going to be what's written down in the history books, right? Max did some dumb shit and got thrown out of office is what I kind of see happening, but we'll see.
I can tell you this. If that all is true, there needs to be a public trial. I'm going to be really pissed off if whatever happens isn't made public, because that just smacks of behind-the-scenes bullshit.
To be honest, I don't think there should be just one jury deciding this.
Well, I mean the
we're
court
going-
system is what it is, but
Yeah,
I mean,
know, but
we're
for this case, I think there should be just not the judge and stuff like that. I think the commissioners the judges and like more than just that those people deciding this.
Well, it
Maybe
needs
not
to be done out in the
civilians,
open.
but-
You know, otherwise, who's going to have faith in the political system? I mean, hell, Bushu just said he didn't even bother voting this last one. What happens when the city says fuck it and doesn't vote? Well, I'll tell you what happens. Bad things, because the wrong people get in real easily. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Make that shit public. Show everybody what happens. You know, you got a mayor accused of this stuff. Let's do it out in the open. Be honest about it.
I mean, I think the vote was held like haphazardly too, right? Like there was no debate until the votes had already opened, right? Like the voting opened on Friday and the debate didn't happen until Saturday night, and then like I think like it concluded after the debate. So like it wasn't even like, or maybe it was Sunday the debate happened. I can't remember, but I remember like right after the debate, people voted and then the elections ended, right? Like
Yeah,
it seems
no, that's
like it
right.
was all haphazardly done, you know?
Yeah, voting opened on Friday. There was no announcement that there was even going to be a debate. And then, yeah, last minute, oh, we're doing a debate Sunday, and then voting closed. It just smacks of bullshit.
Yeah, so like if you didn't personally talk to Oxy or Max, like you didn't know what they stood for or what was going on, and like I don't know, Max felt like a full politician to me. Like he'd just tell you what you wanted to hear, but you know, that's
Maybe.
just my opinion on it.
Maybe, but see, I still don't even know who Oxy is.
She's a
I
EMS
never-
worker. She's very like Valley Girl type, and like seemed like not the best choice either. But I
Right.
really thought like Seth put up a thing saying that he was going to run, right? So I really kind of thought Seth was running, and his name just like wasn't on the ballot for some reason. So I was like holding off, and I was like, maybe Seth will get put on there. So I like waited. And then by the time I flew in, the voting had already ended. I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm not voting for anyone.
Well,
To be honest, I didn't even know who Ox was until the debate.
I'd seen her around a few times before, but yeah, she's not like around a whole lot. But when she is, you kind of know who she is. You'll see her on EMS every once in a while. She has pink hair.
Oh yeah, I've seen her now, but I didn't see her before the debate at all.
But yeah, the whole thing's a shit show. We'll see how it all plays out as usual. Like set and wait and see what happens.
fucking
You be
politicians.
around this weekend,
man.
Casey?
Yeah, I'm really hoping that I'm going to be around a lot this weekend. It just, you know, it sort of depends, you know?
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of cool stuff going on.
Yeah, there seems like a lot of cool stuff. And you know me, I want to experience everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah.
I would be around too. So hope to see you there. I'm gonna run down to the foundry though and see what's going on down there. I'll give you a call and let you know what's happening.
Okay, well, yeah, that sounds good. I'm actually going to like disappear and pop in my head for a couple minutes and figure out what I'm going to do.
You're
next,
good.
but- okay.
All right, I'll just send you a text and let you know if you're good to go.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, brother. We'll see y'all later.
Yep.
By the way, that's just me trying to stir the shit. You know, they ain't going to do a public trial. I guarantee you they ain't going to do a public trial. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Max will ask for one. But if all of that is true, I don't see how any of that is going to be good for Max out in public. I imagine that that's going to be handled quietly and Max will step down with some sort of negotiated resolution of whatever it is, would be my guess. That's just me trying to stir up trouble. Let's get everybody pissed off. We want a public trial. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going to... I have got to pee like nobody's business. So we're just going to go sit right here. Alrighty, chat. So I'm going to put the car in... Oh, no, you know what? We'll just get out of the car. Ain't nobody going to fuck with us. And if they do, I ain't got nothing worth stealing. So let's dance for you guys. Come on, dance. Dance, you two looking motherfucker. Right? I mean, he does. He looks to me like he belongs in like 80s U2 at the moment. Maybe early 90s U2. Why am I in that? Get out of that. Get out of that. Because I fat fingered it. That's the one we want. Y'all gotta... You know what I usually do with the dancing emotes, right? I just pick one. Which is what we're gonna do here. I don't know what... No, I don't want to do that. What is this one? I don't know what that is, but we'll do that. That looks good. Boop, boop, boop. Get you... Oh my god, I don't... Okay, that's all right. I can get to my playlist a different way. That's one of the things I want to put on the new Stream Deck, and I hadn't figured out exactly how I want to do that. So we'll do it this way instead. Can I get y'all a slightly bigger view? I can. There we go. That's the one we want. Slide into the Discord. Yeah, you should check out the Discord, 100%. All right, guys, I'm going to take my little break. I'm going to check on my children. That kind of dictates how much longer we'll stream, yeah? And we will go from there. So I will be back in just a couple of minutes. In the meantime, have some music, which is really low now and echo.
A man of logic, a man of moderation, and a man of very specific taste. A favorite mod has a secret he hides deep in a bucket where the flavor resides. He loves to get messy, he loves to get loud, pulling them out in front of the crowd. He says they're jumbo, he says they're extra thick, but they leave a weird residue that's hard to lick. He's got two in his mouth and he's reaching for more, dropping his salty crumbs all over the floor. They're pungent and round and they've got a weird smell, but Mav handles his balls remarkably well. Oh, Mav's got the cheesiest balls in town. They're big, they're orange, and they're hard to put down. One taste of his seasoning and you'll be a fan. He's the saltiest side of an Englishman. He's a generous, snack-loving British old bloke with the finest balls on which you could choke. But then the Discord pings with a leaked up load. I'm checking my phone in full screen mode. He's showing it off while he sits on the couch, making the whole community say ouch. He's staring a box that he's trying to fill with a pencil in his hand and a look that could kill. He's looking for a 9 while his heels look black. It's a feet pick scandal with no turning back. He's solving the grid while he's curling his toes. How he fits a large number in, nobody knows. The chat is moving fast, but Mav is moving slow, with orange stained fingers and a rhythmic flow. One hand's on the mouse, the other's in the bin, while he's tucking those numbers and digits in. He's filling the gaps with a pencil so small, while the dust from his feet covers everyone's wall. Oh, Mav's got the cheesiest balls in town. They're big, they're orange, and they're hard to put down. One taste of his seasoning and you'll be a fan. He's the saltiest side of an Englishman. He's a generous, snack-loving British old bloke with the finest balls on which you could choke. I mean, look at the screen. Is that what's it, Dust, or is he just happy to see us? And Mav, buddy, I'm looking at this photo. Is that a 4 or is it the piece of lint stuck to your sock? I can't tell where the Sudoku ends and the grind begins. Seriously, mate, that box is supposed to be empty. And the socks. Absolute legend, though.
Check the body, stripping back the paint. Key in the ignition, listen to the engine roar. You're the only curve I'm looking for. He's way behind, paying for the view. You know who's ruling the floor tonight. Take a victory lap and feel the heat. Best view in the house, front row seat, slide into the leather, yeah, you know the vibe. Welcome to the VIP for this ride. Watch the way I move. I'm the king of the strip. You belong in the seat. Leave them in the dust. Watch the way I move. I'm the king of the strip. You belong in the seat. Leave them in the dust. I'm a big spender, throwing all my tips. Hands on the wheel, hands on your hips. Working the pole, spinning around the track. Once you taste the speed, you never go back. Why would you? Green lights on, let the show begin. My stick shift is begging for more. Watch the way I move. I'm the king of the strip. You belong in the seat. Leave them in the dust. Watch the way I move. I'm the king of the strip. You belong in the seat. Leave them in the dust.
I'll spare you guys the shine. I feel like I want a hat now. Yeah. Yeah. Close that out. We're gonna let that go away. Yeah. There we go. All right, that should fix my low. I don't know if you guys were hearing me echo. I was echoing back in my ears, which is kind of weird with the music playing, and I don't know why. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Something to do with the new setup. All right, so I figure we'll go a little bit longer. Oh, the new Squeeze the Tater t-shirt, the revised version is here. I moved the logo up just a little bit. I really like it. Y'all can check it out either in the shop on YouTube or go to squeezethetater.com if you want to get one. I've got them priced, I think, pretty good. So, because, you know, fourth wall, the way that stuff works, sometimes the shipping gets pretty rough. I get it. But, you know, if you want to check it out, you can. It's kind of neat. This is a one-of-a-kind hat that's my lovely partner made for me. So, it's not available. Sorry. I mean, if you really wanted her to make one on her cricket thing, I guess you could. What do you call that? Like the generic of cricket. What is that? A vinyl cutter, I guess? All right, we got two options. We could either go to the restaurant or we could go trucking. Although, did Boujou text back? Let me see. Yeah, you're good. To do diamond and gold if you like. Okay. All right, we'll do a few of those for them. That's what we'll do. Okay. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. All right, so let's put this thing away before I beat it up. I didn't figure we'd get any bites early on it. We haven't. Maybe we'll get some later. I think the only way we're really going to sell this is by doing it in person. You know, and the thing, I really would like to get around 300 out of it if I can. Maybe a little more. Because I don't have to sell it. I just would rather have the money right now. But we'll see. We'll see. It ain't a bad car. It's fun to drive. It's just, it's not going to be a criminal's car. It's going to be somebody else's car. You know what I mean? Or unless a criminal wanted something quote unquote respectable looking. All right. Yeah, I've heard it. The echo. Okay. I don't know why that's echoing. I'm going to have to figure that out off stream. That would make a great stripper song. Well, if you listen to the lyrics, it is, right? I mean, it's kind of both. It's a song, you know, he's the king of the strip. He's kind of the king of the drag strip and the king of the strip club. That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea. Is it just you or the microphone different? It probably is. The mic itself is the same, but I upgraded the cable, which doesn't make a huge difference, honestly. But it's on a new preamp. So is it good different, bad different, or just different? That's my question. Because it is a much more powerful preamp now, which means I need less processing than I had before. So I'm hoping it's more of my natural voice than I had. The problem is normally I now drive the one that I was normally driving for this kind of bullshit. I can't because it's got illegal stuff in it. I'll take the sink and meal out. I'll take this one. See, this is what's crazy, right? This car is fully upgraded also. This is I don't remember now, $15,000 car, $16,000, something like that. Now, the acceleration isn't as good as that other one I'm trying to sell. The top speed is. The other one is generally a better car. But I am used to how this one drives, and because Macca gave me this one, I'll never sell it, which is kind of why I'm willing to sell the other one, because they're pretty close. Yeah, you don't hear any echo now, but I think there was when I was playing my music. Which is audio. Oh. Let me help you out there and bump your truck for you.
You're good.
I didn't even see it coming around the corner. Shit.
It's all good.
I could do OnlyFans and have that song playing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It sounds clearer. Good. That was the hope. That was the hope with that. That was one of the hopes, because we've done that. And once I figure out how to program this fucker, there will be all kinds of new capabilities with it that should improve the stream too, and have some fun with it. But like right now, I don't have my sound effects that I normally play, because I hadn't figured out how to do that yet. But I will. I will today, as a matter of fact. We'll work on that. And then the voice changer is the other one that's going to get a little weird, because I've got to completely change how I did that. And I'm trying to decide which way to go. I got a couple of options, because one of my big things with my voice changer is I couldn't change. It either was very deep or very high, and there was no adjusting it, and you couldn't really understand me with it on. So I want to have the capability to match it better to what I'm doing, if that makes sense. Confirm. Oop. Dragon Sky Queen, Scott, you weren't back because I timed you out. Wow, what are we up to now? How many times? We're trying to get him to 100, yeah? Hell, you're so mean. Scott said, Dragon, when did you time me? Sorry, wasn't paying attention at work waiting on the boss. That's funny as hell. Might have to steal one of those cars later. Yeah. Oh, don't do that. There you go. I forget how tippy this truck is. Yeah, look at those pieces of shit. That's... Damn. All right. Hit the brakes, turn, hit the gas. That's how to do this one. And then up the hill. See, and I really do like helping these guys out. In fact, I might have that conversation with Bougie later. If they want me to start doing more, I mean, it needs to be worth my while, worth their while. It needs to be good for the goose, good for the gander kind of thing. And then I've got to earn their trust first, which is why I hadn't fucked with a damn thing other than doing deliveries. But if they want me to start helping them out a little bit more, I'd be down for that, So the mayor stuff, there are, last time I looked, I don't know what it is right now because I don't have that screen pulled up, but last time I looked, there were 136 of y'all watching. Hit that like button, please. But there have to be a bunch of you that watched the mayor stuff last night. I mean, Casey now only knows what Bougie told him. What do y'all think of that whole situation with Max and the fact Isaiah had it on body cam? Somebody, I forget who said it, somebody said something about a criminal wearing a body cam. That's wild. That's wild, right? That's some pretty crazy shit. Now, Bougie just put a different angle on it. They were trying to get the prank, which is a whole different spin. Is he still a snitch? Is he not a snitch? I don't know. What do y'all think? I do know that Eric told us, was that last night or 2 nights ago? I don't remember. I think it was off stream either way. But we were talking with Eric about it and about being extra careful what we say, not just around Isaiah, but you never know who has a body cam on, so you got to be careful what you say around whoever, yeah? And it's funny, because Casey goes 2 ways. Like, a lot of times I will do crime without masking up, because I just don't give a shit. But when we're with the gang, not a gang, when we're with the outcasts, I will mask up. And that's more to protect them than me. Because, if I get cooked and they know that I've been running around with Scott, or if I get seen and get away, and they know I've been running around with Scott or Eric or Lexi, Scott's not in the gang, but you know what I mean, then I get them into some shit. So that's kind of become my attitude with that, is I will mask and outfit and voice change up to protect them. Come on. I fucked it. I don't know that it will flip off of here either. We might need to go steal something and give her a little bump. I don't have to steal anything. There's a little garage right there. Let's just do that. I have not done that. That is new to me right there. So what do y'all think? Casanova said they wanted Max to bring in another oil rig and he wouldn't, so they decided to set him up to get him out of office. Interesting. And see, does any of that come out in city? I don't know. What do you think? Probably this one, I guess. Could grab a tow rope too if we need to. But let's just see if we can give her a little nudge and get her over. The entire thing was a setup and Max fell for it. See, and that's because Boosh has a different take than I do. Yeah. This may not work. We may need something heavier. Or maybe I need to try hitting it from the other side. I need you out of my way. Okay. Watch for the gap. There it is. Go, 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 go. Give her a good smack. Might be time for a bulldozer, chat. It moved, but it didn't do what it needed to do. Because as much as and maybe he was just telling me stuff I wanted to hear, like Bushu said, but as much... Alright, let's see if that'll do anything. As much as I talked to Max, I really believed what he was saying. I don't think I can get back in it, though, is going to be the issue. No nearby vehicle to flip.
This is a problem. We might have to go for the bulldozer option.
This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. My dragon said, I'm not sure Scott, Michael, or Mav. Can you see how many times Scott has been timed out now? That's funny. Ben chomping at the bit for the dozer. If this doesn't work, that's our next option. It didn't work. I didn't think it would. I did not think it would. Because if it won't knock it like that, it's not going to tow it with a tow rope either. Let's give her one more good whack. Oops. Oh, get out of my way. There we go. Nope. All right, bulldozer time it is. Assuming there's one up here. Hopefully there is. That's one of the things I want to play with too. I actually want to take this back to stock tires because I'm not sure that the benefit is there. Yeah, there's one. Switching to the off-road ones because we lost some acceleration and speed on road, and I don't know that we gained much off-road. I need to swap them back. I should have done that while we were fucking around with the mechanic. Here, just put you away. We don't need you anymore. Otis, what's up, brother? The Otis said, sir, you can't park that there. Can you not do flip vehicle? No, I wouldn't. I tried it twice. It wasn't working. Oh, I need to put my... No. Change my hot pockets up. Boop. So we're going to try this guy. You know how Casey likes his bulldozers. In fact, not today. But I got some more fun I want to do with the bulldozer. I'm still letting marinate, yeah? Fuck you. I'm stealing this, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it, so get the fuck out. You too. Anybody else? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Run. Run, Casey. Run. Run. Get your stamina back up.
It's gonna be a blast.
Yes, it is. Not both of you at once. Come here. Come here. Oh, I missed.
I'm gonna break my foot off of your ass.
Shit. Run. Fuck. He got me. Fuck. I should have run before I tried to go after him. I thought I could get there, and I didn't. Fuck. One of the ginormous dump trucks should work too. It should. I have not had any luck stealing those. They tell me that you get in the right spot on top, you can get it, but I haven't gotten it yet. I don't think there's any EMS on. I won't make the call, but I'm quite certain there's not. Space is Dodge shaking my head. Yeah. Eddie can't call you back. I'm dead. Well, dying. Let's crawl up here just in case. So now we've totally fucked it all up. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Need to work on that cardio. Need to work on something. I'm maxed out. That's the best I got. I need to work on not just spam, and keeping an eye on my stamina is what I need to work on. You know what I should have done? Instead of trying to be the hero, what I should have done was just lock the damn door on the bulldozer and gone about my merry business. But no, I had to move. Need to get myself a life alert, but what the fuck? Life alert button? What the hell? So I know a couple of y'all share my love for Cherry Coke Zero. Well, that's what that is. If you watched my member short yesterday, you saw me fussing about a grocery store. That was the one positive. They had that on the shelf, so I bought 2 6-packs of it. I keep falling, yeah. Just call me Tom Petty because I'm free falling. Or we could do it with, who is that sings that other fallen song? Alicia Keys, maybe? Now I'm curious about something. Hang on. Yep. See, there you go, because I can turn it up and down from there. So that's pretty cool. That's cool. Casey doesn't know a single. Although I need to not sing to the song because it and me are way the hell off now. That's another thing I got to figure out. Something in the syncing there. Because like when I just sang that bit in my ears, I'm dead on with the song. But what you guys hear is what? I'm like half a second, maybe more behind, yeah? Yeah. All right, what else we got going on while we're here and just waiting? Let's take a look. Let's. The Otis said, shoulda, woulda, coulda, never did. You're not wrong. I hadn't been in my Spotify channel in a while. Let's go take a look. Gaetano posting a lot of good stuff. All right, here we go. Nicholas. Oh, that's older. Okay. No, it's not. I need to check this out. Kitten Shovel Kitten. Killer Shovel Kitten. All right, I have not listened to these. I'm going to have to check these out later. That might be fun. If y'all aren't a member of the Squeeze the Tater Discord yet, you can hit ! Discord, get a link, and go check it out. Gaetano got a song posted there. Gaetano been on fire. Look at here. I need to catch up. Very cool. What else? Anything new? What the fuck? What the hell? Yeah. Yeah. Root footage. Oh, look at that. If you gotta work and you get this view, that's not a bad gig. That's not a bad gig. We shared these on stream the other day. This is the Aurora Borealis from Kyle. Look at that. That is amazing. That's awesome. How much long? There we go. All right. All right. What if King? Casey and the Dozers were not good. Yeah. Otis said, I heard that in my entire life growing up. I had a scoutmaster when I was in the scouts that I have lost your vehicle, so cancel the job. Okay, well, that solves that issue. That solves that problem. Shall we try it again? Fuck. So we do have our sink a meal out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Run, Casey, run. Ben said the other thing you could do is, instead of trying to fisticuffs with the locals, always keep a pry bar handle or knuckle dusters. Yeah. Yeah. I got the first two. Yeah, you're not wrong. You can thank my father for that saying. So, what we used to, they call it scouting now, or Scouts of America or whatever, which I'm all about being more inclusive, but I'm old. So we used to call it the Boy Scouts of America, BSA. Yeah. And it actually helped me out through some very rough times in my life. My parents were going through a divorce, which was hard on the whole family. I mean, ultimately it was for the best, as often divorces are, but it's a hard period. Yeah. And I was blessed and lucky enough that I had an amazing, well, we had some not so amazing ones too, but through that rough part, I had an amazing scoutmaster that did a great bit of stuff with the troop. I had some good friends, and it was just really good for me as a teenager coming up to go through. But he used to say that a lot. He had a lot of sayings, but that was one of them. Old Army guy, retired. He was a lawyer. Good dude. Casanova said, I was an Eagle Scout. Lots of good time. Me too, brother. My father was an Eagle Scout. I'm an Eagle Scout. My brothers are Eagle Scouts. My oldest son is an Eagle Scout. I'm hoping Monkey will continue that tradition, but at the end of the day, it's up to him. It's not up to me. Yeah. And then Tater Tot. See, it's where opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and most of them, actually, I don't want a card. Everyone has one, and most of them stink. Yeah. And I'm an old guy, and I miss the old ways. I'm not real thrilled with some of the direction scouting has gone. Some of it is fine, but it just makes it hard.
Crisis Helpline, homeware where we don't give a shit. How can I help you?
What the fuck? Yeah.
Exactly. It got you thinking, didn't it? Anyways, I had called you. If you come across a nice little cauldron or cooking pot that I could set in my front yard, and you could get your hands on one for me, I'll pay you some good money.
Okay. All right. I don't know of one off the top of my head, but I will keep my ears peeled. Yeah.
Well, it's black in color. It's got 3 little legs, and you use it for making ecstasy.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. And I may be able to come up with one. I'm just not sure. But if I find something, I'll give you a shout back.
If you can, let me know. If not, it just means I'm going to have to go do some more house inspections.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll check it out for you.
I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you.
All right, brother.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I'm not trying to go in the garage. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, let's make sure that our Cinquemila is still over here. I think it is. Yeah, it's still there. Let's try this again, chat. My favorite saying for my Scoutmaster was, "You're about as cool as a turd in a punch bowl." Never heard that one. That's funny. Yeah, same. Not what it once was, right? I mean, things change. Yeah, I mean, there were merit badges that my father earned that were dead and gone that I couldn't earn for, lots of reasons. There was stuff I earned that my children were not able to for lots of reasons. That makes sense. But some of the stuff, I just feel like there's so much pressure on young people, men and women both right now in different ways. And maybe this is old fashioned, and I'm all about everybody having equal chances. 100% I am. I want to be very clear there. However, I think young men and young women of certain ages need an opportunity to be around. Young men need an opportunity to be around young men and just be themselves. Young women need an opportunity to be around young women and just be themselves before we start making things complicated with hormones. And, they need both. They need both opportunities. Personal opinion. It in a quarter will get you a very, very, very shitty cup of coffee. Yeah. We used to say that in a quarter will get you a phone call, but I guess that's not true anymore. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so transfer stock. Let's try not to fuck it up this time. I just want to do 3 runs because that'll fill it. If we do a gold and 2 diamonds, that'll fill it. Or maybe we ought to do 2 gold this time. I'm not sure. Casanova said, yeah, I did Cub all the way to Eagle. Same. Lots of good camping trips. Saw a ton of the Blue Ridge Parkway. I hiked a ton of the Appalachian Trail. I've never done the whole thing, but I have done most of it from, oh God, the southern tip up through, I don't know, the Carolinas, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I've done a ton of it. Ton of white water rafting up in all of those areas too. Tennessee, the Carolinas. What's that? There's a cave system that's famous in Kentucky. Is that Mammoth, maybe? That is a really cool place to be. Monkey just commented on today's member short. I got an alert on it. He said that's some green grass. You should know, brother. You're the one that cuts it every week. Maybe he's giving himself a compliment. If y'all are members, you can check it out. I had the phone set in the grass, so you get a really good view of it. Which was very frustrating because the grass still had some dew on it. So I'd set the phone down and the wet grass would set off the, whatever it's called, touch capacitive or whatever it's called. The wet grass would make buttons push on the phone. It was very annoying to deal with. Seatbelt. You did Outward Bound some too. I was never got to do that. I also never got to do any of the high adventure camps like Philmont or Northern Tier or any of that. I never got to do. Now my oldest son did. He got to do a couple of them. The sailing one down in Key West, I think, was probably his favorite. I also, since we're sharing old scouting memories, I worked several years in my high school and college years at a scout camp. That was good times. Living out in the woods, basically. Now, the troops got to live in surplus army tents, what we called baker's tents. Yeah. You'd put some pallets down on the ground and they had cots in them and they were big tents, 2 campers to a tent. As a member of staff, I was privileged enough that I got my own tent. That was fancy. Yeah. That wasn't bad. I mean, you'd spend 2 months, give or take, in the summer living in the woods. And the pay wasn't super great, but by the time I'd done it a couple of years, it wasn't bad. Plus, I wasn't spending money on anything. Every bit of it you saved up because they fed you. You'd show up at camp on a Sunday, and then on Saturdays, after all the campers had left, we could leave, and then we had to be back by give or take lunchtime on a Sunday again. Yeah. Excuse me. What idiot parked that truck there? What a moron. So basically, we'd bail out after lunch on a Saturday, and we'd have 24 hours to ourselves, give or take. And quite often, I'd just stay at camp. Me and some buddies would just stay at camp and screw around and save the money, And at the end of the summer, you'd end up with a healthy little chunk of change in your pocket. It's good times. Otis said that's exactly why there was a Boy Scouts and a Girl Scouts. So stupid what they did with Boy Scouts. I'd understand it more if there wasn't a Girl Scouts, but there was and still is. And, the base principle there, we want everybody to have the same opportunities. 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that sentiment. But there has to be a better... Why did I get out of the truck? There has to be a better way to do it. There just has to be. And I hate to be a dick, but that's why scouting does... I will support my... What have I done? Why can't I get in my fucking truck? What have I fucking done? What the fuck? What in the absolute shit heel bullshit was that? All right, are we loaded? We're loaded. I don't know why I got out of it. I am all about every young person having the same opportunities, but there has to be a better way. So National does not get my money anymore. They used to. Not a huge amount, but I used to give money to National every year. They don't get it anymore. My local troop gets money. Mammoth Cave. Yeah, that was neat. There's one in Tennessee that we used to go to a lot. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. That was like a year. So the way our troop did it growing up, we had, and I know this because as I was older, I was on the planning committee that helped plan it out. We tried to do a camp out once a year, yeah? And then, once a month. Once a month. And there were a handful that we would pretty much do every year. And then there were some that were like every other year. And then there would be the big special stuff, like in the summers. That might be farther away. For example, one of those that we did one summer was we went and did a 4-day adventure in the Okefenokee Swamp in southern Florida. Glad I did it. Will never, ever do it again because that was hell. You know, between the mosquitoes and the alligators. Well, the alligators are actually kind of fun. The worst part, I'm going from memory now. I want to say we canoed 10 miles a day. So I think it was like a 40, maybe a 50-mile canoe trip. And there were 2 nights that we literally spent the night sleeping on wooden platforms built in the swamp. We were out in the middle of the swamp, no cover, no nothing. And every bug in the swamp knew we were there and came to find us. Yeah. Oh, and leeches. We got leeches too. The worst parts, canoeing out in the open parts wasn't bad, but back in the little canal type things, they were chock full of lily pads. So you would put your paddle in the water and you would paddle. And the minute you stopped applying force to your paddle because of friction from the lily pads, I missed my turn. And I forgot my seatbelt. Your canoe would just stop. Just flat out stop. And it was a slog. But God, that was a good trip. Diet said it's a giant popcorn and cookie selling scheme is all it is. Maybe. The last time a troop of mine did a popcorn thing, I didn't buy any. I just cut them a check for $100 instead. Said, here, I'd rather you guys have all the money than split it with the popcorn company. And they were grateful as hell for it, you know. And then, like, our local troop now does all kinds of things to try to raise money on their own outside of that stuff, which is cool. Like selling food, like hot dogs, hamburgers, shit like that at local events. The troop actually has like a cooking setup for that, and you know, we'll set up a tent. Monkey is real big into helping out with that stuff, which is cool as hell. What am I doing? I'm talking to you guys and not paying attention. So that's cool as hell. And they have other little things they do, helping out with other events that are great ways for them to earn service hours, as well as earn the troop money. Here. Nope, back up. There it is. The other said that just helps fund the whole thing. Otherwise, the cost would be on the parents. Yeah. Well, see, Monkey got to this. For those of you that have been listening to the stream, he went to, I don't remember now, was it West Virginia, earlier this year. That was zero cost to us. That was really cool because that was an expensive trip per scout. But because of all of the fundraising activities and whatever, that was zero cost to the parents. So that was cool. Coolest thing I ever got. Cumberland Caverns. Yeah, I've been there. I would have said the coolest thing I ever got to do was go camping and spelunking in Cumberland Caverns. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, let's do a diamond. And let's try not to fuck this one up. Okay, so 266. See, diamonds are weird. So, because it says 266, but it still takes up, like, a ton of space. Yeah. So John's doing jewelry for money. Okefenokee or the Everglades? It was both, Archer. It was both. I think, right? Or
Wrong number.
I'm almost positive we did. Shit, man, I don't know. Fuck, I was like 13 or 14 years old. Because that was one of the early big trips I did. I think it was both. Aren't they connected? I don't think we pulled out and drove anywhere. But I swear I think we were in both. I'm going to have to go look at a map now because that's going to drive me nuts. All right, then I'm remembering wrong. No, it was South Florida. That was the Everglades. I'm remembering wrong then because it was South Florida. But I've been to the Okefenokee too. but that wasn't the big one. Yeah, that was like the first big trip I got to do, I think. Yeah, you get older, memories start to meld together, yeah. But yeah, that's we did a lot of hiking on the Appalachian Trail too. Stone Mountain, Georgia, went there quite a few times, including one hike. We were up near the top during a massive ice storm. That was good times. Which is actually crazy because we were freezing that night because there'd been an ice storm. And the next morning, I guess partly because we were hiking, and you always get warm when you're hiking. Well, backpack, yeah. But also it must have warmed up a fair amount because in fact, I have pictures somewhere of us backpacking, and like everybody had long pants. We stripped down to our damn boxer shorts on the trail because we were hot. There's ice on the ground, but we were fucking hot. You know, that's how it goes sometimes. Okefenokee is where Pogo is from. I don't know who Pogo is. Who's Pogo? And then when I was in college, even away from the Scouts, I had a group of friends that we liked to go backpacking together. Now, there was two guys where we would do kind of, I don't want to call it survival backpacking, but minimalist, right? Like, I wouldn't carry a full-frame backpack. I'd carry, in essence, a knapsack and a hammock. And we basically would try our best. This is what I did for fun sometimes. Yeah, we'd have a map and a compass, and we'd try to go from point A to point B, cross-country, no trails. You know, we'd try to fish or eat edible plants, so we didn't carry a lot of food with us. And we'd give ourselves two or 3 days to make from point A to point B the best we could. That was good times. That was fun. Then there were other ones where, you know, we'd take a bigger group of people, and that'd be the build a campfire and sit around and drink and do 20-something-year-old things. But yeah, me and my other two friends, we were, yeah, like we wanted to go see the largest poplar tree in the state one time. Well, there is no way to get there other than this massive ravine. So we figured out a way to get down there without using a trail system. We just cross-country'd it. You know, scrambling on boulders and shit. Good times. So who's Pogo? I don't know Pogo. I'm racking my brain for that while I'm talking. Pardon me, coming in. Thank you. That's the proper way to merge into traffic. I don't want to hear about it. Trying to think of some of the other cool trips. So, way back, there was an aircraft carrier that was stationed at Naval Air Station Pensacola. An old one. What was that called? The Lexington, maybe, I think. I don't think it's there anymore. But that was one of those trips that we tried to do like every other year. And we'd go to Mobile, Alabama, and you could either go visit the USS Alabama or you could spend the night on it. I got to do that a couple of times. But quite often we would camp on a beach at the Naval Air Station within view of that aircraft carrier. And then go see the Naval Air Museum. That was always cool. You know, growing up in Birmingham, that was exotic. Yeah. Because it was, I don't know, 5-6 hour drive down. That was kind of cool. Get out of the way. I don't really want to go this way, but I'm gonna because you're in my way. Now you're in my way. But yeah, and that's the thing with scouting is you get a lot of cool opportunities, you know? And hell, just for being an Eagle Scout, I got a little bit of a scholarship when I went to college. That was nice. I mean, it wasn't huge, but every little bit helps, yeah. And that wasn't even like that was just basically you're an Eagle Scout apply. And, you know, I don't know what the deal was. But I think they just award them until they're out of money. Because it wasn't like a competition or anything for it. I don't know if they still do that. They used to. But it wasn't huge. Don't get me wrong. It was like $1,000 or something. But every little bit helps. Especially in this day and age. The old Walt Kelly comic strip where Pogo was a possum. Now I know what you're talking about. The possum, yeah. Most famous for a presidential run in the 50s. Very much a satire strip. Yes, now I know what you're talking about. Sorry, something is itching. Something's got my back. I don't know if it's a bug or a piece of dead skin, but it's itchy. Yes, now I know what you're talking about. Before 9/11, it was great to do weekend ship tours at the local Navy base. Yeah, but you're old enough too. And that actually started after the first Gulf War, yeah? Like, we remember when we used to be able to go to the airports and just hang out and watch people get off of planes? Like, you could hang out at the gates, right? We used to just go do that. Like, I was a teenager, and every now and then I'd just do that and people watch. I'd watch planes and people at the airports. Where's my door? And after the first Gulf War, that stopped. But yeah, after 9/11, everything really changed. Okay, what are we at? We're at 86%. We'll go ahead and do one more diamond, and that should have them good for a little bit. Transfer stock. Confirm. And we will call John later since he's not around. Your factory cannot... It's not full. It's not full. We're at 86%. We've only got 400 kgs. That's why. Fuck it. We'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that. That's what we'll do. We'll chill there for the moment. Archer said, oh yeah, also had open observation decks. Yes, yes. But now they're making a comeback, but only after security. Unless you're overseas, then there's a lot before security. See, and that's where I am very blessed that I've got to see a lot of the U.S. You know, I've been to Cancun, Mexico. That's it in Mexico. I've been to a couple of islands in the Caribbean, and I've been to Canada. So I've never been outside of North America. And in that sense, I've been very not exposed to the world. And I would love to. I would love to be able to go see more, you know? Maybe 1 year. Coming soon to a Squeeze the Tater family channel near you. Tater travels the world. There was a time not too many years ago, Dragon and I seriously were talking about buying a sailboat, a big one. And that was, again, not world travel. I was talking, you know, this would have been like a 35, maybe up to 44 footer if we really stretched the budget. But, like, I have a buddy. Hang on, I gotta cough. Okay. I love my new cough button. It works so much better than the old one. It's fantastic. I have a buddy. Now, granted, his life's way different than mine. He is a retired Navy SEAL that was big into the underwater demolitions. I mean, a badass mofo, right? I mean, one of the baddest ass mofos I've ever met in my life. Also one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. So anyway, that's what he did for his military career. And then he parlayed that into doing underwater demolitions work as a private, I don't know how to say this, because he could only talk, he was still like doing like hush-hush shit a lot. So he couldn't really talk about it, but basically he was using the skills he had, but in a private sector thing. And he made a shit ton of money. And then he retired. He retired from the military and did that. And then now he's semi-retired, if you will. He's a little bit younger than me. And only works when he really wants to, if it pays really well and if it's interesting to him, right? Well, he owns a huge-ass sailboat. And he spends about half his year at his house and half his year on a sailboat, just sailing around down to the Caribbean or up to the Chesapeake or whatever. And that sounds amazing. To the point that Dragon and I kind of thought it might be cool to get a boat to be able to do stuff like that. But then reality hit, and we realized how often it'd be sitting in a marina and how expensive marinas are, plus all the maintenance. And the fact that, we just can't really sail enough because we are a family and the kids have lives, and I don't want to take them away from that. We could homeschool them and we could live on a sailboat, but it's just not the life I want my kids to experience. So we bought Jeeps instead. And we keep our little sailboat in the backyard, which isn't that little. It's 26 feet. Yeah. All right, chat. I think that's where we're going to leave it. Because I do need to go put on my dad hat and play with them for a little while. I have had a lot of fun with y'all. I hope y'all have had fun. It has been a great stream. We tested out the basic functionality of the new system. That works. I need to get all the other stuff working. I need to make a note and figure out when my voice was echoing when my music played, because that's weird. That shouldn't have happened. But that's what we're going to do there. So we're also going to change how I do things like this to it so I can keep a better idea on it. I am finishing up. Can it wait 2 minutes? Cool. Thank you, brother. Got a cough again. Hang on. Okay. So we will just go ahead and pop out a game here. Let's see. Over on Twitch, what do we got? I think there's just one of you at the moment. No, there's two of you. Let's see if we happen to have any Redliners on Twitch we can raid. Yeah. Right off the top of my head, we have you got Elite Prime. I don't know what he's doing. It's not Redline. He's doing something else. But Twitch, I'm going to send you two to Elite. So tell him I had hi. I don't care what game he's playing. He is always a lot of fun to watch. Yeah. So goodbye, you guys, for YouTube. We guys are going to go see. I'm going to send you guys to Eddie. Eddie is streaming, and we ran into him a little while ago. So we're going to go raid Eddie. Okay. So YouTube, go see Eddie. Twitch, you guys go see Elite. Everybody have a fantastic day, and I will catch you next stream. Thank you all so much. Bye-byes. Bye-byes. Yes. Yes. Bye-byes.